is amazing, and all the shout outs that you give to us from this stuff, it's coming right back to you guys. So, and then on top of that, I know WCL is in the works. Something's going up. Yeah, it's going to be a good match, BK versus SBA. That's going to be a good match to watch. So, back to what I was saying. I'm sorry, I get very distracted from different messages. But I know a lot of teams that would be participating for the WCL, but a lot of these tournaments will also happen during the week. So your team could stay fresh. A lot of these are a single elimination. So, I mean, you just fight until you're out. Have the fun and get some prizing.
Hey, how's it going? Michael.
Hey, what's going on? We got more people incoming. That's awesome. I want to welcome in Ops here. Negan, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good. My name's actually Craig. It's not Negan. I'm a little obsessed with The Walking Dead. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Craig. No problem. Craig, this is what I was saying. He's a first time. First time guy to come on here. I want to say thank you for coming out. I know you've wanted to come on here a couple of times, and you're more than welcome.
It's good. I was just patiently listening to what you're saying. That's really good. It sounds good. I mean, it sounds like, touch wood, not to tempt fate, but that first bit of sponsorship starts bringing in views. When people know that they can get money, there'll be more interest in it, and it's just like a snowball effect. Hopefully from there, and it'll just keep growing.
That's the ultimate goal. I mean, Wargaming does want to be involved. Wargaming is still there for the community. It's just one of those. It's a lot of what their stuff is hurry up and wait. So hurry up, get done. Now wait just a moment, let us get everything organized, which is cool. A lot of people don't see that view. They don't have the patience.
I can imagine, they have a lot going on, and
they run it.
Like the community to take it on its own back is the right way to go about it. I mean, of course, Wargaming will always be there to support it. It's their game, it's their baby.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, is at least now we're knowing. Before, we had complete silence. I mean, coming from Wargaming, and that was not. I mean, silence is not always the best type of way to control everything. Now, give out a little bit, and so they finally did. They came out and went, "Give us time. We're trying to work on everything, and we will take care of you guys down the road." And that we got the message at Wednesday Night Fights. We got that message from them. Is sorry it took so long. So the MVP codes are coming back to you guys. Those will be handed out. What we're going to be doing is the MVP of the night, what it would be called, and everybody will get will compete on a grand scale of the entire evening, and it will be put to a vote by the board members. They rewatch the shows, and then everybody, and so the codes that have been given, they're not like the codes when we first started. Everybody went under the stigma that we only give away 3 large repair kits and maybe 5,000 silver. That was not the case with these codes. They are climbing up. We are now getting.
Yeah, but I mean, that's how it starts, I mean. For in theory not doing anything, that's a hell of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, he answered it. So I mean, and we're gonna give to you guys, all of this, it doesn't cost. It's all for you to charge to you guys, because you know why? Because you guys, the community is us. We can't, but now I can't say, hey, we might put on a tournament, $10 buy-in per team, not team member, team. All the money would get put into, say, a cookie jar, and then at the end, we, payout goes from 1st to 5th. Now, there is a lot of that going around, a lot of talks. A lot of people don't like the idea. Some people are like, maybe that's where we need to start heading in the direction that we need to go. So
I mean, it's one of those things when you think, like, I mean, there's a segment of the community who, it's a free-to-play game. They don't necessarily put money in, and that's fine. Like, no one's got a gun to their head to put money into the game, but there is quite a large section who do, buy premium tanks, things like that. So what's not buying 5,000 gold and putting it into a tournament to potentially win back 10 times the money? People will do that from experience in other games. You will find people who will be willing to do that. And if not, you'll have someone who's, say in a clan, their leader is fortunate enough to be doing well in life. He'll front up the free for his clan. Like, you'll always get people who say, "Oh, I don't want to do it," and they're just, probably scared of losing their money. But
yeah, but yet again, it's one of those things with the tournaments that does get put on. I am at free lecture. I can say a few things. This is about Acorn eSports. We will be holding a tournament for Acorn eSports coming up. J-Man, you are the man. Thanks for those cheers. And we try to put on a great show every week for you and everybody. Yet again, Wednesday Night Fights is a community show for the community, by the community, and it will always stay here in the community. So you're the man. Thank you so very much. Back to what we were saying, Acorn eSports. I know I have a meeting with them. I was supposed to have one last night, but I was not feeling very good. I felt a little ill. So it was, I'm going to run the fine details through them, but it will be a lower tier format than that is normally played. There is hidden suggestions that were already out there from the community for this, and there will be more stuff about it. I know bringing in a sponsor opens up a whole lot more stuff for the community. Yet again, I'm talking merchandise, cash prizes, and merchandise. What they give to us will be given to you. I am gracious enough, though. They are making one T-shirt for me for the tournament. But yet again, the requirement for me, because I have everything public. I don't keep things behind bars. We're an open public community. I would expect that from all of us. So what I'm getting the kickback out of the deal is I told Acorn eSports, this is free of charge. Straight out of the gate. We're going to put the tourney together. We're going to do all the times. I will get the brackets going. I will get the rules up. Everything else, just like the Friday night fights and all that. Yet again, that was in-house. So we're going to take our time, put this all together in a package. Acorn said they've already had a thumbs up. So all of you guys will now get tournaments at least twice, maybe every 2 weeks, maybe every 3 weeks. So it would be constantly revolving merchandising and cash. So there you go. What do you think of that,
pretty sweet.
Michael? And Craig, yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds amazing.
And
I think that's.
Go ahead.
I think that's what it takes, though, is like someone like yourself. I mean, There's two ways to run a business, really, aren't there? That you either go in it for the money and then there's no passion, there's no soul, nothing really comes of it, or you do it for the love of it, for the passion of it. And I think that's what you're doing it for. And it will show, it will grow. That builds a community, it builds a family. You know, it'll be a place where 2-3 years down the line, I mean, touch wood, the game's still going. Everyone will still be here. Everyone will still be talking to each other and, you know, asking how the wife and kids are doing, kind of thing.
Well, exactly. You know, I mean, Pants is still shocked. I'm talking to Pants on the ground. I still throw him a loop every time I go.
I'm trying to get him into the chat. He's my partner in the doubles tournament. I was trying to get him in.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'd love to get him in here. Yet again, I talk to Pants and I go, how's that baby and how's the brand new house? If everybody knew, Pants had a baby 3 months ago. So,
yeah.
And
that is a tough transition. My son was that old.
yes.
Changes your life. Positive way, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Trying to keep everybody together. I know everybody. Some people, hey, I'm having a hard time. You know, this month, they talk to me as a friend, and I will always to this day talk to every one of you guys like you are a friend. I joke around. My front porch is always open. I got Old Mountain Dew on ice, and I got some Red Bulls. So I mean, y'all want to join me on my front porch? That was always been the ongoing joke. So, but
I'll take you up on it, but it'd be pretty expensive for me. I got to fly over from the UK.
Yeah.
But when I'm out, I'll get in touch.
I'll take care of you when you get over on the side of the pond.
Yeah.
I'll introduce you to a horseshoe. It's a meal, I guess, that was created here in Springfield, Illinois. It's what they're known for, like the restaurants. And it's just pretty much bread, hamburger patties, cheese, fries, topped all over that, and then a cheese sauce. Each place has their own special cheese sauce, and it just goes over top of it. But any which way, let's get back to tanks. I'll take care of you. You come to me, I'll take care of you.
You're making me hungry, man.
What's up, Cold Body Cow?
That sounds delicious.
Let's see here. So, with the Acorn, I do want to say, go check them out. Get registered.
You're getting a wicked echo. I don't know if you're getting it too.
Yeah, I'm getting an echo. It's Craig.
No, let me sort that out.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, there it is. We can use Discord if we wanted to. I mean, we do that. The only time I really have to is because a lot of I know Beaver. He bounces back and forth. He could do Discord and Xbox. Anarchy could do Xbox and Discord, but he prefers Xbox. It's always just, it is what it is. All right, howdy boys, Wednesday fights. Looking forward to protecting their fights tonight. Me too. A lot of good ones coming out this evening. The lineups tonight are pretty epic for the show. Back to Tank Talk. All right, so we talked about the TLP coming down. Let's run down the new thing. The 2v2 doubles that we got going on. I did post a link on the general chat, and then also I did not in general chat, but in the doubles room itself. I want to go down the guys here with what we have. So I think this is gonna be pretty interesting. I know a lot of people want to know who's on the other teams. Well, watch Tank Talk Live and you'll find out. All right, so first team that did come out. So Team 1. Go over this real fast here. Team 1, 2 good men. That's Pants on the Ground and Craig here. So that's good. Then they're facing against MLT. MLT consists of, let's see here, UT Absolute and Holy Monkey Nut. I think that you just went with the second player's name as the team name, Holy Monkey Nut. That's awesome. Team Monkey Nut. I might, you Absolute, are you cool with me just changing it to the team name to Holy Monkey Nut? Be continued. So that's going to be a pretty good matchup there.
Fair.
You mind if
I
call out some of my subscribers real quick? I just want to say hi to Panda, Roman, which is Fish, Thriving Fish. He's actually XR1 now. He's Eye for an Eye. Thanks for coming out to my show, man. And Paul Longworth, which you're always supporting me, man. I appreciate you coming out tonight. And of course, if you can, go over to Wednesday Night Fight. I will leave a link in here. And of course, thanks for coming out and watching, you guys. The more support you give, Wednesday Night Fights, the bigger it gets, and then the better tournaments we can get. So, really appreciate you coming out. All right, thanks.
Oh, no problem. It's no problem at all. You just, I want to interject. Be like, go for it. The floor is yours. I tend to talk a lot when there's a lot on the plate to get done. So yeah, that match will happen at 7 p.m. Eastern. Each match has 8 minutes in timing. So it's a 5-minute match and then a 3-minute buffer on getting tanks picked, which are a maximum of 2 minutes picked. So, and then already we're gonna have you prior in the room. So it's just going to literally fly down the list and get you guys in there as quick as we can. So it'd be right after the first call out would go out to would be team, I'm just going to call them pairs 1 through 3. You guys would be at the room at the time. That will automatically take up almost pretty much the first half hour. Then that would give time for 4 through 6. And it's always going to be one of those, you guys can join in, 2 teams are going to leave and 2 teams are going to enter. That way, everybody's there. If you're not there in the first minute, your team's been DQ'd. Time is of the essence with this. Continuing to go down the names here, I'm going to slaughter this. Now, Vihale. That is the team from, it's SBA. It's El Dorado and Unobois. That's going to be interesting. Click to B or B Click. That's Queblin's team. So that's going to be pretty fun. Carnival. That's part of the group out of Selva. And it looks like both of those guys are part of Selva, so that's pretty cool. Ride and Kill, that's Kill You, I Kill You. I Kill You now one of the, he has come on board as a Wednesday Night Fight referee, per se. So GG's to him, congratulations, thank you for putting in your applications, and thank you for, you were picked right out, almost immediately. It was a four-hand up agreement, so welcome to the WNF home, I guess now. I Kill You. And that pretty much wears out the first 3 teams. What do you guys think of those so far? I think that's pretty competitive.
I know about
you guys
10 of the people you mentioned, so it does sound like it's going to be crazy epic. And then 2v2 battle, I haven't seen that personally, so I was looking forward to seeing that, you know, going on for sure. That should be definitely interesting. I was like, I didn't see the map lineup, and I was kind of just saving it for myself, you know, so I could be surprised, because, you know, 2v2, obviously, like, stick together. You would not want a pincer, right? It's going to come down to what DPM, you think? Just damage per minute,
yes.
Armor, hull down. Probably best tank selected for each map. That's a lot to think about. It's a very exciting to think about that. Yeah, you know, the possibilities of what could be run, you know.
Yeah.
It's interesting as well, like me and Pants, there's a few Nightmare boys and New Beginnings who are in the tournament, so we were all running some practice, and the tank selection is going to be a lot trickier than you think. Like, you sort of instantly go, oh, we'll go for the tier 9, we'll go for the batch AAP, and on a city map it's okay, but you got to pen all of those rounds and hope your teammate can pen his rounds as well, otherwise it's just an easy target once you're reloading.
Yeah, and that's gonna be the case. I mean, and that's why we did the tier 9. It made it. There are some really good tier 9s that you can do and have fun with it that are real bouncy, and then some that are not. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Are we going to see a TD in this? Say a TD and a medium, where the medium try to stay within a realm that TD can just lay in some rounds. I mean, are we going to see an RD? That could be. That'd be crazy.
That 5-minute game time as well it really puts the pressure on you. Like, and like you either cap or you eliminate the team. There's no other way of winning it. So it's going to be intense, especially when it gets. I mean, it's knockout, so every game's like the final in theory. You're building up a tense atmosphere here, Hells.
Well, yeah, that's mode. Good. It's gonna be awesome. That's why I can't wait.
But I have to admit, reading the chat in Wednesday Night Fight, I was kind of glad that Ace missed the the deadline, because I would not want to get even the first round of 16 against him and whoever else he decided to bring in.
That does sound scary. I have not ran into him before. Yeah, thank God.
Well, I mean, and here's the thing though, there is still 2 more alt teams. If any of these teams,
don't say it.
Yeah, so I mean, if, the next batch, Immortals, that one bounced. Team Nut, Bodiota, Blitz Creek, Dank Boys versus Short Bus, YOLO versus Studs, Black Sheep versus Los Pingu. Any of those teams do drop out, there is a huge lurking monster in the midst that's coming. And I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a huge game changer. You have lined up in your midst, so you have NFTG coming in, and then the big bad one is going to be the baddies. That's Genuine Jokers and Rupture Ninja.
Oh my God.
Yep, they're.
If they do make it in, can you give them like the wrong time?
They get the wrong time.
Just don't make it.
So yeah, I mean, they're actually next on the bump list. So if you you don't want to lose, not be able to, because yeah, Genuine Jokers and Ruptured Ninja are right there. And it goes them, then it goes to the NFTG guys of Evil Twins and the Juicy Dirk. So the next 2 teams are no joke when it comes to what's going to be coming down the pipe. So with that being said, I hope everything goes off. And then so all of this is the coolest thing with timing. So all 16 teams, all these matches will be viewed in the first hour. First 1 hour, all that would be done. Is that crazy? So from 7
That's
to 8
gonna be
p.m.
intense. Better
Yes,
bring some
from
chalk.
7 p.m.
Chalk for your hands. Chalk for your hands.
And then it just gets tighter. After that, you have round 2 and all these teams, and it's just going to get... And yet again, you still have that time restriction. You have the smaller maps. You have all of this. The map is going to be super small. And there was still talk of it. So we do want to kind of give it a little aura of mystery. So at 8 a.m. Eastern on Friday, the maps will be released. That gives you 12 hours, 11 hours, plan, strategize with your partner on what you're going to do. We want this to be one hell of a show, because I want teams going, well, what do we do? Let's go over this way. Okay, let's meander over that way. So I think it increases the stigma and everything for it. Do you guys think that maybe I should have gave them more notice, like release the maps tonight?
No, I think it adds an element to it.
Yeah, the surprise. I
Ultimately.
mean, that's gonna come down to like your pub games plus what you've done, you know, in 7v7. Yeah, that's gonna be just, if it's sprung on us, like, you know, that, yeah, that's gonna be, like I said, I don't want to know myself. I want to see it just drop and then see what goes on. That way, it's just more element of, you know, there's just more chance. You just don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, that's my personal opinion anyway. I like to be surprised.
Yeah. Well, then, that's going to happen. But these else picks the maps on the spot. Well, I'm at least giving you guys the chance for the 11 hours. I mean, then you're not going in there like, well, crap. You know, and especially if one team drops out of it, and then all of a sudden you do face the team of the baddies. You want to have some type of strat. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, and here's the thing, at the very end of the fight, I mean, in the finals, I'll release that map to you. The finals is mine. And team to hold and conquer the hill wins. Thus named King of the Hill. So, that will be the finals. I'll give that to the teams. So if you make it to the finals, it'll be like, oh, gonna be so-and-so. So with all this being done in one night, it's gonna keep the pressure on everybody on edge, and it's also gonna keep pressure and teammates together. I know this is way back in the day, even Call of Duty, even now, if you're sitting there and you're like, damn, I wish I had a platoon mate. You can't get no one, and you kind of have that nagging feeling on the back end of your head that, like, God, I think I'd be doing better if I had a teammate here with me. So, we want that feeling with your teammates, so you guys have that pressure, and then be like, God, I really miss the rest of my team. I think this is going to be amazing. So, it is what it is. I'm going off a side rant. Who knows? Don't mind me. Going off the rails.
No, I'm looking forward to this. Not least because it's starting early enough for me to still be like awake and fully functioning mentally.
Yes.
For you
And
right
I mean,
now,
this
is it like 12:51 a.m. for you? Almost
Yes,
1 a.m.
I am.
Man.
I'm now already in Thursday. Quite a few of my Americans people call me the future person.
Yeah, it's been going around. I think Rainbow Six Vegas, when I was doing tournament stuff then, I remember we talked to people on the East Coast, and I'd be like, so what's going on in the future? Can you give me some lotto numbers? It's just a big joke for a long time. But going UK, that's yeah.
But there's quite a few. I've
You
seen
guys
there's
were,
quite
like,
a few
in the next
European, like
day.
we're not so bad. Some of the other Europeans, like Netherlands and all of that, they're an extra hour ahead. Some even 2.
Oh yeah.
And they're on
Australia,
here,
aren't they
they're all
like
playing. I mean,
they're like 14, isn't it? Is it 14 or is it just 8? I can't remember. Australia.
Australia is ridiculous. I mean, I had an all-nighter on the weekend on tanks, sadly, and yeah, like 6 a.m. our time. I was just talking to loads of Australians who were like halfway through their day, like wondering what to have for dinner, and I'm just like looking at breakfast.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird.
Yes,
It's
it's nearly 10
Australians are-
o'clock in Sydney.
Well, and it's a weird thing.
10
I mean,
a.m..
like we get Reformed Tanker on here quite a bit. He loves to guest commentate and stuff like that. So there for him, I mean, it's breakfast right now.
Yeah.
So he's getting up around, like he'll get on the stream and be just kicking around, still yawning, waking up here. So, but it's yet again, it's coming to that dedication thing where everybody, it's like everybody's becoming really, really dedicated to the community, and it's been unrivaled. You know, you haven't seen a whole lot of that. You know, with you have cliques of, you know, they go hang out on this Discord channel, and then they go out and hang off at that Discord channel. But I am happy to see that everyday Joe's, the working man, comes home, hops on tank, or the younger person putting down the college work, you know, putting down some finals and wanting to come do scrims and stuff like that. I think it would be
Yeah, it's definitely
you know, try to get
the
everybody there.
yeah, the competitive community seems to be of an older generation. I don't know, it just seems less, I mean, people who have more time to give, basically. And I think that plays a huge part in it. And there's still quite a few young people in clans and stuff from what I've spoke to. But I think that's what's made it more chilled out as well, and more sort of homely and more community-based. There is no ego. We're not fighting the man. Just here to have fun and play tanks.
Yeah.
I'm always fighting the man. I personally, I got big beefs with the price of tanks recently, just because I'm like on a super budget myself, you know, and
Yeah,
just the price of tanks. It's like, it's not, I know they got to make their money, but I mean, on PC, when they give you all 3 at the same time, it just, you know, for people like me that are poor, I mean, if I was rich, I would buy the you know, not rich, if I was just better off than I am, you know, I would buy the full package, you know, and I probably wouldn't even care. But when I, you know, like $50 for me, that's like, yeah, I got to renew my Xbox Live membership this month and stuff. So I got all kinds of bills. So I'm like, you know, when I see a tank that's $3,500 more than it was on PC, it just makes me angry. But you know,
I remember, do you guys remember when the packages they weren't like a combination of tanks? It was you got a premium tank with all the equipment attached to it. That was the package deal.
Yeah, you'd have like ultimate, then the medium, and then you'd have the bare bones, nothing, no crew. Yeah, just bare bones, and that's the one I usually get.
That's the
just
ones I want.
I'm frugal, you know. I'm frugal, but
it makes the most economic sense. Like, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
if you played the game long enough, you've already got the money, you know, the silver to buy all your equipment and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I'm sitting on like 35 million, and I'm trying to get more. I want to get to like 60, so I don't have to play premiums too much. Kind of got bored with them, but you know.
Man, I need to do that so bad, but I get me playing tanks. I really can't. I can do it for about 2 hours a day, ish, maybe. Some days I don't anymore. But it's you know.
Have you found in in running this, your time for tanks has come down, or do you just not enjoy the game as much?
No, I love the game. I love the aspect of everything. I do wish they toned down a little bit of the physics. There's no reason for an E100 to climb a rock like so fast. That seems a little, atrocious. But it's one. You got to give them one of those things. It is what it is. I mean, but I
remember
just,
when
it's hard for me to get into a game anymore when I have more pressing issues I have to take care of, i.e. community. I feel that I need to work for you guys 24 hours a day to make sure that the community gets what it deserves, and me playing a game can come second.
Yeah, you still got to remember to relax though. You got to get your R&R, as they say.
Yeah.
Don't go burning yourself out. We need you. Bigger things are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually quit when I start yellowing air, and that's it for me. It's like nothing around the mountain, but I'm yellowing over there anyway. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. What am I even doing? That's playing too long.
So we do we're going to be starting here very, very shortly. So the rundown for this evening for Wednesday night fights, DP versus SKB. This is also for the streak. We're going on 17. So DP versus SKB. That will be a Conquer of North America. For that clan wars, and then at 9 p.m. Nightmare versus GS. That's I guess a fight long in the waiting, and then at 10 p.m. NFTG versus Old Folks, and I'm off.
It's
Sorry,
old
my mouth
farts.
is completely old farts and fogies.
That is funny. I've run into off so many times, and I was like, "What? Wait, they turning it off? What is going on?" And then when I seen it, I was like, "It makes perfect sense now."
Yeah.
But that is pretty good. It's funny.
So that one's going to be a conquest of North America. Yeah, conquer of North America also. So their matches will be map listings. Sorry, I have so much stuff to look through to get this. Maps tonight's Scorpion Pass, South Coast, and the tiebreaker is Steps. All right, cool. So that is what is coming up next here in just a few minutes. Did you guys have any final thoughts? And are any of you guys wanting to stick around for some guest commentating, or?
Yeah, sure. I got I got dinner coming up, but I'll definitely hang out for sure. And unless you need some privacy.
No, it's no problem.
Like, I'm sick of you talking.
Yeah, I'm happy to
here.
hang around as well. Obviously, I got the game after this one, but I haven't got anything to do. I've kind of lost. I was trying to 3-mark my PTA, and I eventually did it, and now I just don't know what I'm doing. Like, I focused so much energy into that now I'm lost.
I'm at the Indian Pans on that, and I'm dying. I have one good game and then 20 bad games, and I'm like, I'm throwing up like 24 to 3K damage every game, but it's just, I don't know. It's been a hard learning curve for that tank. I thought it'd be run kind of like the E50 as a snipe, which it kind of is, but it kind of isn't with that big giant head.
Which tank? I don't know if it cut out or if I just didn't hear you. Which tank?
The Indian Pans.
Oh yeah.
I went for the light, the RU 251, and then up to the Leopard. That light's fun. Might go back and see what you're talking about. Try and
I like the Indian
throw my
Panzer,
controller through the TV at the Indian Pans.
and I used to look to the left when people would be firing at me, just slightly, and the only reason for that is because that machine gun port on it can be pinned. It's only like 80 millimeters, so I usually spin it and then move back and forth, kind of like a E100, you know, trying to hide that weak point, and then hopefully you run into some trolls, you know, or some not some trolls, but some, like, you know, some noobs that don't know what they're doing. And I actually like that tank better than I did the Leopard 1 until I got the final gun on it, and then I was like, L7, you know, is awesome. But that's just my personal. It's a great hold down tank. I actually found it was good for pretty much all around, you know. I mean, it's a fun tank. But I want to do the RU, like you were saying. I want to do that tank next. Speaking of that.
All right, guys. Well, the room is open if you guys want to hop in here, but I do have to shut this down for just a little bit so I can get the delays thrown up and get all that done, and let me go use the restroom right before we decide to eventually get it on.
Alrighty. I can take that opportunity to call out some of my subscribers.
Yeah, go for it really fast.
Alrighty.
Hey, Ops.
Hey, Zare.
Alright, you guys, sorry about that. I do want to double check my sound really quick. We shouldn't be able to hear them anymore. I turned the microphone off. I wanted to go ahead and give a shout out. Give a shout out to, we got Ice Striker. I'm actually just going to start at the top. We got Panda Bros 2, first person to comment. Roman, which is Fish. What's up, Fish? Paul Longworth. We got Ice Striker. And we have, what else we got here? Matt B, what's up? Thanks for joining in, Matt. And is it Dolores Williamson? Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. Jack Mills, thanks for coming out. Locked, thanks for coming in. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to be going back and forth, and we are going to be starting this here. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and bring it back to them so you guys can hear them. I just wanted to make, call out you guys. And of course, we got Quinto here. What's up, man? All right, I'm going to go ahead and switch the speakers back on so you'll be able to hear them again. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off the screensaver.
DP turned out in full force.
All right. Let's see here. There we go.
My logos.
So you can see what I'm seeing. All right, so I'm going to go back to Hell's Cat, I think is what he goes by, Hell's Cat. And thanks for tuning in again. If you guys can, go over on Twitch and let them know. I will link in the description here for you guys.
All right, guys, I'll be right back.
Alrighty. I think I got everybody shouted out that I could.
All right.
I didn't even
Sounds
hear
good.
you saying anything.
Well, I muted it.
All right, let me just step away for 1 second here, guys. Thank you, Michael, for coming on. It was awesome.
No, thanks for having me. I actually was excited. I was like, I wonder if you would mind me coming in for a game here or two, just to kind of go in. Last time I did a stream, I got like 400, and it was like an hour and a half. I couldn't actually. I was like, why so many people, And then if you're watching me, then go over to Wednesday Night Fights, and check them out. It's definitely super fun, learning, educational. If you like tanks, you can learn a lot strategy-wise. Learn little locations that you wouldn't normally be able to see if you're new at the game. It's a very fun thing to watch. I remember the first time I watched it, I was just like, you know, like it was like football, you know, like watching my first game of football. I was like,
well,
biting my nails, you know. It's like, oh, what are these guys gonna do here? You know, and then they pulled off some crazy out of nowhere play that just dominated it, you know, like 3-2, you know, just crazy, like right on the edge, so suspenseful. I was like, I'm hooked. What's up, Big Ron?
Yeah. No, I mean, the
I'll
biggest
be
thing
right back.
I learned from this is like when to make an attack. Like so many times I've gone to launch something and just failed. But then watching these back, you see like when the time's right, and then start like implementing that into your own game. It makes a huge difference. Like,
yeah, patience.
Knowing what you're doing.
knowing knowing each tank, you know, knowing all the weak points that you can possibly. There's the obvious ones, but then there's those secret ones that catch people on fire. You can see that stuff on here. Yeah, it's all recorded.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
That's
it's
the biggest
different
difference
on the ground,
in these
though.
compared to.
Say. When you're on the ground, you don't see the guys around the corner. You know, but that was the most interesting for me.
Games.
Was when like Anarchy and a couple other guys were like, you know, pointing out stuff like, oh, if you would have been here, you know, if you're on the ground, there's no way you could see that, so you gotta like be quick to reply with the, you know, prescribed
Hindsight's
force.
2020, isn't it?
Yeah, map awareness, and you just gotta do all that stuff and constantly be scanning for you know, the overmatch. You know, it's one of the, I think, most important things when you're doing clan battles is looking for, you know, finding out where they are and then using appropriate force, you know, to stop them or shut them down. And see that a lot. Then sometimes stuff happens in between, or somebody just gets, you know, a wild, is it I guess like just a like a sixth sense themselves, you know, turn around and catch some guys doing some stuff that is risky, you know, but and they catch them in the middle of it. It's pretty crazy. It's definitely like it's one of my favorite things to do. Most of the time when we're scrimming, when my clan's scrimming, I'm just like, you know, win or lose, I have fun. I don't look at it as you know, win or lose. I look at it like this is practice, and the more I get, you know, the more I do this, the better I'll become. And you know, yeah, that's it. Best way to put it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the goal. For me, like, what pushes me now at the moment is we got Cheese's Crust in our team, who's like pretty decent in some of the tanks, and especially with Quevlin releasing like those tank aces on the stats page. It just gives you like a target now, like a visible target to work towards. You start setting yourself like goals, you know, like for me, and when I was trying to stream out the PTA, it was like I need to be doing a minimum of 10 penetrations each game, and that's your goal.
You know what I've been struggling on?
Just make sure you're in those positions to get them. And
Conquer. I get up to 83.90, and I'll have 10 tier 10 games and artillery. It just,
yeah,
it's frustrating.
Heavies are hard.
I struggle to get 2
artillery.
Marks. I do. I mean, I've been playing this for 2 years, but there is a certain level where I've been certain tanks. I'll just say recently, I feel like the bar has been set up way higher than it was 6 months ago, and I was like, there's somebody out there just tearing up. You know, like I'm playing the TVP, you know, right now I'm playing that thing, the tier 10, and I'm like, I'll get like 7,000 damage, and I'm getting a mastery 2. I'm like, I mean, how much more do I need to do? I think the whole team has to die. I'm gonna have to land every shot that I have. And then I found out recently, I don't know if you know this, but WN8 only is for damage standings alone, which is why Quickie Baby apparently on his mod pack only uses efficiency, because efficiency takes all that into account. And I had no idea that WN8 was damage standings only. Now, I could be wrong, but I mean, if I'm wrong, then Quickie Baby's wrong too. So, but
no, it's not actually. His latest video, I was watching it today, was of 2 tier 10 light tanks that had games of. I think the first one is he had like 600 damage, but 14,000 spotted assist, and it was 500 on WN8. That's like, you know, what you call someone like a tomato.
yeah.
But he did, you know, his spotting made the game. They had a complete whitewash. And he had 15k spotting damage, but you'd look at those WN8 stats and think, well, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. But yeah, it's such a balance though, isn't it? You can so easily like just be lured in to trying to make your stats better or trying to do 3 marking, and it just becomes unfun.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're doing it, I think with some of my the tanks I've gotten 2 marked, I wasn't even trying. Like, I mean, out of all the tanks at KV1, 2 marks, the Ram 2. I mean, like,
yeah.
That tank out of all of them, seriously, just playing normal, and I was like, I got 2 marks on this. I'm like, I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
I had the STA2. I was just playing it just to train up like a Japanese crew, and I looked at the damage standing and I was like 82%. I thought, okay, I'll push for the second mark. I'm like down at 69 now because I've been trying so hard. It's just not been working.
Yeah, I got up to 83 on the Skoda.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tier 9 Skoda, and then I got the tier 10, and I was like, I'll give it a break, and I jumped in the last 3 games, and it was like, it was not so fun. Definitely not so fun. I dropped down to, I think it was like
that
70.
Skoda tier 10 though is like ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think one of our clanmates got a mastery badge recently, and it was 8,000 damage, 2,000 spotting, and 8 kills. I mean, like, when are you realistically going to do that in a game for a bloody mastery badge?
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's kind of unfortunate they don't reset them weekly. I always thought they did it like every Sunday night. But apparently it's damage standings 2 weeks. And what I forget what else. Is it damage standings that are reset? And then there's something else they reset weekly. But I don't remember what it is. Somebody told me about it earlier, but I forgot. Alrighty. So I got 10 people, but my YouTube lies to me. It says 10, but when I look at the overall stats, it'll be up at like 300. So I don't know what's wrong with YouTube. I don't stream on Twitch. Not that I don't like Twitch. It's just too hard. Yep. They are
all right. So give me just a moment.
My money's on the tier 2 UC2 PDR for the win. I don't know if you've seen that in there.
He's definitely going to be MVP, I reckon. Watch out. You heard it here first.
The M3 Lee, they're going to bring that out. Secret weapon. Tier 10 tank destroyer.
Alright guys, so I'm going to start up the stream yet again. Cutter is now in here, so it means we'll probably run this match as it runs. Let me get Cutter into the chat. Where is he? Once we get Cutter in here, we can get everything else going.
Try and cover people's names with this icon here, with the Wednesday Night Fight icon. That way,
Oh yeah.
nobody sees them and they get random spam.
Does my mic sound okay?
Yep.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you sound great.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
After this match, I'll have you host the room. So
Okay.
when it gets close to the match, I'll have you like jump out, and while I'm talking about stats, and then I'll have you create the next room just named Wednesday Night Fight.
Okay.
So,
You want me to
alright.
do it for this match or after this match?
We'll do it. We'll do it after this set. So we'll do it the next. We'll have
The 9.
new room open for for 9 p.m.
I got you.
All right. Got everything going. Stream is going to be starting here momentarily. Yet again, I'll be doing the music will play for a short bit. I'll do my intro, and then we'll be getting going on this match. So here we go. Stream starting. 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody, here we go again. Another wonderful night of Wednesday Night Fights. Brought to you live from a WNF production facility somewhere in the unknown universe. Got 2 teams lined up this evening. DP versus SKB. SKB trying to see if they could dethrone DP and their streak. And then also with this, also will be for some property on the Conquer of the North America tournament that's going on, held by J-Dog and by Devil Dog. So to get right into it, I got some great spectators here that joined me from Tank Talk Live, and then also one of the other new members of the family here at Wednesday Night Fights. So first I want to welcome Michael. Welcome back, sir. How you doing? And then the next guest coming on over, he likes to go by Craig. He's from Nightmare. Ops, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going good. I'm looking forward to this one. Both good teams.
Yeah, of course, yeah, it's going to be a great battle on this one. And then a guy that doesn't need no intros, a guy that ran a team on here successfully and is still holding the streak for the most wins. Cutter Deeply, how you doing there, sir?
Thank you. How you doing, man? Good to be
not
here.
too bad. All right, so we got everything lined up here. DP versus SKB. Let me just all right, we're launching this one first map on Scorpion Pass. There is no spectators on this one. But this should be another interesting lineup. This map is kind of interesting in its own right. I think one team has an advantage. They don't have to go across up a big giant hill. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it depends on your spawn, actually. Well, see now I spawned them over in the water, so it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. I would like to see those conquerors with the gun depression. They should be pretty effective in this match, actually. So
Yeah. Really fast, Scoot, go ahead and do the tank rundown. Michael, if you would roll down the DP, and then Craig, if you want to go down the SKB.
Yeah, so SKB have got Lycan, T54, E50, Skoda T50 or E75, and 2 Conquerors.
DP is running, what is it, an M41, 3 E50s, a Batch Hat AP, 2 T10s. That's a mobile lineup right there.
Yes, it is. And where SKB does have a little bit more of the armor element, running those conks and the E75, so hit points. Let's see how those get into play. It looks like both teams are not going to mess with the K90 line.
Skoda T50 got ammo right there.
Yeah.
BB Hatcher, he's getting milked.
You know, that the Skoda on paper sounds amazing. And in a club scenario, it is amazing. Do you guys think it's a viable pick for comps?
I think it's one of those things that depends on the map and strategy placement, but it can be super effective still, I think.
This
SKB,
one's going to DP, surely.
Yeah. SKB got absolutely melted by the DPM and all the firepower there from DP. Vikings getting passed off. Leech keeps on moving past Vikings to get to that cap where the heavies of SKB are lined up. E75 just now finally showing up after, well, 3/4 of his team had been killed.
Yeah. It could have been a viable plan, I think, but with their spawn in the water like that, it was just too far of a drive, I think. Especially DP came in hot and ready, straight attacking straight up the middle, man.
Leech getting right in, taking away those cap points. And Bohemian Fawn going down from the focus fire of SKB, but SKB being focus fired also very diligently here by DP.
I'm wondering what the Angry Nux just showed up in the battle. He's all the way out in the distance for most of it. Probably get the kill shot as well.
There it is, Josh and me working on that last one, quick, fast, and easy. This match is done within record time. Let's go down the damage listings here real fast. Logan, 3202. GG's. Wow, look at that. 11, 9, and 9. Wow, Logan coming out with a big statement, I guess. Then followed suit by Leech and then Josh. Fawn not getting much, but I think he got a lot of spots. So, let's see here. Enemies, wow, he didn't get any spots. Interesting. Just throwing up donuts. Alright. So we're moving on here. Let me get rid of my tanks so you guys don't stare at my tanks. See how crappy they are.
I was having trouble with the camera. Every time I picked one, the guy would get killed. So I think I got it down now.
That sucks.
So apologize for that.
They do plan on.
Are they gonna fix that?
What? Yeah, it is in the works right now. They're gonna release. They have a big update coming with Gamescom in Germany. So a lot of those that new spectator mode should be online. So if you are in watching that, the easiest way to do it is try to find a tank that's getting ready to die. I know it's kind of a kind of pain in the butt, but you try to find a tank that's getting ready to die, get on it, and then let it, once he dies, you kind of have a free camera over the battlefield and not worry about the jump anymore.
I heard there was a trick where you could get onto a dead tank and then you use the dead tank, but I haven't been able to successfully do it.
Yeah, I haven't been able to do the successful dead tank one yet. So, all right. Switching spawns here. SKB now coming out with a 54 lightweight. Interesting. Nope. But now that Captain Hammered, if he chooses any other tank, he's not allowed. So we're gonna have to watch Captain Hammered here. Cutter, just keep it. See if he brings back. Okay, so Hatcher did bring back the Skoda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now Breezy already had his tank, had a tank picked, so he has to run that also. All right. So
Ooh.
Hammered can't do that, and he just left. All right. So.
Okay, Breezy, ready to up the T10 again.
Those rules are so important, especially when doing WCL. It's so important to know, you know, those rules. That can be the difference between losing, you know, before you even get there.
Yeah. Yeah, and so Cutter, if he does not throw up that tank anymore, that would be their one shot to fix it. Each team does get one mulligan.
Okay.
And we rectify it, and then we move on. And if they do it again, that's when they start getting penalized. That's the way I understood the rules on.
They trying to counterpick that. They're very slow at getting the tanks up.
I would think that if they got rolled like that, I'd probably be trying to get a couple extra seconds myself to maybe get the team together and unrattle them. You can imagine what the commander going through. I've been in that situation where you just get demoralized and the team is just like,
yeah,
you know, it's a really tough moment, but you gotta go, hey, you know what, that was one bad thing. We got the other spawn now. It's gonna be a little different. Yeah, you gotta pull your head into the game.
Hills, you'll have to make that call right there.
Yep.
Interesting to see if it did come down to spawn or not, because I mean, they steamrolled them.
I know when you're fighting downhill on this, or you're going from the east side to the west, I've always found that that's usually if you stay back, it's a better defended position. But when you're on the flat ground in those little valleys back there where artillery is, you get annihilated. So it really depends on where you meet, and because everybody's going to the middle, it's like, yeah, that's a crazy area. There's so many little nooks and crannies you can flank on. Yeah, that is just looking at it makes me cringe, that map. I always say that I wished it would have stood in an a PS4 exclusive. I remember when it first came out, they were like, PS4 exclusive. And I was like, thank God, because it looks horrible, but it's grown on me. I just kind of wish that the lower bottom of the map, you know, wasn't accessible, or maybe was lower, you know, something.
Yeah.
Because I mean, most of the time it takes you 5 minutes to get there. 5 minutes to get to the battle, and then by the time you get there, you know, you either do good or not. But I mean, you could have been in another game if it was another map. I'm like, how do we get this one over like the fjords? You know, I mean, I would have. That was one of my favorite maps. And then what was it? The swamp with the train tracks coming along. I like those way more than I did these. Even though they did have...
Is that Live Oaks, I think?
Live Oaks, yeah, that's it. I miss those maps. I'm hoping they bring those back.
Sorry it's taking so long, guys, here. I'm just trying to get some everything going. If I'm not talking to you guys in chat, both YouTube and also over here on the Twitch side, I do apologize. I'm just trying to clarify some of the rules so it is fair
It's better for them to learn here than in a tournament, you know, because that leaves a lot of clans breaking up, you know, because they don't know. And that's a service you're doing right there. I think the first WCL, I think it was it 4 teams forfeited? Maybe it was 5 forfeited a game right off the bat, just because they didn't know that they were supposed to host the room. They didn't know that they had to have the map set up prior to the other team coming in. It was quite a nightmare.
And this time around, we'll have. Hey Cutter, you want to run down SKB and I'll run down DP this time.
Yes. Okay, we are seeing an LTTB, a T54, a pair of E50s, the Skoda T50 again, a T10, and an E75.
Over on the DP side, one M41 Bulldog, a duo of E50s, one batch at AP, and a trio of T10s. All right, here we go, guys. GG's. Moving on. Bam.
An epic story of 2 clans battling for turf. Join us this summer.
Kind of looks like a sort of mirror of the opposite, like SKB going for a more mobile team and DP going for a more armored lineup.
I think I mean, it's not showing me their spawn. I'm assuming the left spawn's closer, so you're going to be able to get to the cap sooner.
Well, that's the weird thing. I mean, they could do what DP did. They didn't go all the way. They essentially cut the team off in the middle. You know. Let's see how it rolls. I mean, I think Onyx Spartan is going to take. It's going to be a while before he ever gets into the fight.
Very interesting.
All right, so here we go.
Yeah, that's.
Yep, SKB. This could be not a good thing, considering DP could just speed cap now.
Yeah.
Isn't it max 3 though on the cap? I mean, it still takes like, is it 3 minutes? Is it 3 minutes?
No, not in encounter mode. They decide to get up on there. It's 45 seconds.
Is it? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, with 3. Yeah. It gets really cut down. One person, it's like 2 minutes. I think almost 2 minutes.
Wow. Did you see those snapshots? That was some crazy stuff on that LTTB.
I think the Bulldog just damaged himself falling off there trying to get out.
Yeah, SKB could rally, but it's a real dangerous situation right here, man. DP definitely has map control right now.
They have
it's interesting
now
to
position
go
advantage
to
like
the cap.
crazy.
They want to fight it out.
I don't know if that is that Skoda in render range even? He's still way back there on the hill.
Yeah, I don't. He's gonna have to probably move up because the T10s don't have that great of a radio. All right, so they lose their light tank now. So now the whole setup for cross shots is almost complete. Infinite can just kind of disappear. Nope, J-Dog falling back to stop the cross chase. Oh, Josh getting a good shot into Breezy.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough spot for the gun depression on a T10.
I mean, there was a rock just to his left. Like, he could have probably positioned himself a little bit better behind that. But where he was just out in the open.
Good. Over here to J-Dog. Getting absolutely swarmed.
Yeah.
They fell on him quickly.
Barrels up at that point, huh?
Yeah. All right, so here we go. What we got looking at here. SKB now just fighting for survival. It's no longer an option to go for a cap. Vikings getting clipped out by Infinite. He's gonna, yep, he popped a reload. That Skoda needs to figure out how to get in the fight. I mean, he's getting melted over there by the snapshots from the heavies and the E50s.
Such a good hill fighter. I wonder, I mean, if it wouldn't have been better
Landrew
on those hills.
Landrew getting some magic bounces here from Leech. Hatcher trying to come over to help. Hatcher reloaded. No, Landrew put up his... Oh, he went for a partial ram. Hatcher thought he'd come in, clip out Leech. I don't...
Oh, Hatcher's on the
T50 doesn't have that enough. Yeah, the T50 3 rounds with a 18-second reload speed. Oh, look at there. I caught that, the barrel roll. For the win. GG's to Infinite, barrel rolling his way into the fight.
Somebody
will go down the damage. That was Onyx Spartan and an E75.
Too thin.
Yeah, they were on that ridge, just spread completely across. E75 though, 2764, not bad. 654 for shots. But over here, Leech 11 and 11 and 8 with that E50. GG's, and an Infinite coming in with that batch head AP 2273 with the barrel roll to finish it. He went 9 for 9 for 9.
Nice.
So.
Very nice.
Yeah, you can't say anything bad about that one. Great job, guys. We're off to a new map. I do apologize to everybody. I'm not getting to you guys to talk in chat like I normally do, and I do apologize. I'm trying to get everything done.
Somebody's
All
like,
right, so
can
we're gonna
anybody
switch
join the fight? No.
Els, I think you need to get a post up for a PA. There's someone there who can organise all that stuff and just shift it under your nose when you're ready.
Yeah. Typically, I usually have Beaver's in the chat, and Anarchy, and all the guys had stuff to do tonight. Cutter was free, and he'll be doing the room management, which cuts down a lot of the stuff to do. All right, and the next map was South Coast. Should I put them on South Coast Rain? That'd be ugly as...
That would definitely make tanks like the E50 be slugging around. You better have an E-brake. So I was talking to you about the my Elite controller. 6 months I had it and it broke the right bumper, and I don't know why.
Really?
It just, yeah. And I didn't think about the warranty at all. So I bought a Razor, you know, it's a Razor controller, and it has two removable bumpers on the bottom, or sorry, triggers, and then two bumpers by your triggers, which I don't use them, but I just have one for the e-brake, and it just makes it easier. But it plays more like a 360 controller. It even comes with I don't know if you remember the old 360 rubber little things you'd put on the grips to make them grip better. It comes with those, so it really has the feel of a 360 controller. I don't know if anybody misses those.
It seemed to me that I like the weight of the 360 controllers because they were a heavier unit. But I do rave about my Elite controller. I think it's because of the weight that it has to it. It feels like something's there.
Yeah, it feels like it's metal. I really liked the controller. I just was so disappointed when the bumper broke. And I do believe it was a random fluke, because I had it sitting on my desk and I hit it with my hand and it fell right on the corner of the bottom and it just caught the bumper.
Corner of it.
And I was like, oh, okay, it's cool.
Yep,
but I'm playing, and then boom, it pops out and falls on the ground, and I'm like, oh, crap. I look online, and then I end up breaking the warranty by opening up the controller. So it was.
Oh no.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done it. And when you said that it has a great warranty, I was like, oh my god, did I just waste $150? I was like, I did. I went and looked at the warranty. So if that happens to you, send it in.
Well, yeah, and, you know, I've broken
Premium package right there. You just flushed out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I've broken 2 of my controllers like that. It's been, yeah, and like I had one of the nice, the original camo ones that originally came out that I loved. That got broke because someone knocks it off the table and it lands on that bumper, and then all of a sudden that bumper don't work no more, and it falls out. And you're like, well, crap. You know, I've had it for 6 months. The warranty's dead on it now. And then I had one of those cool Forza ones with the blue racing stripes. The same thing happened to it. So I was like, all right, that's it. I'm going to get a controller that always will have a warranty. And yeah.
Is it lifetime?
I don't know. I think it's good for, I'll check out I think it's 2 years. 2-year warranty. And if it lasts me 2 years of all this, I think it's totally worth it. All right, guys, here we go. So, Ops, if you want to roll down the SKB side, and Michael, if you would kindly roll down the DP side real fast.
So SKB going really heavy. 3 Conquerors, 2 E75s, an M103, and a Lycan, Breezy in his Lycan. And
DP going with probably the best Tier 7 light tank, in my opinion, Walker Bulldog. 3 E50s and 3 T10s, super, super mobile. That's one of my favorite lineups right there. That is some OP-ness.
All right, guys, and there we go. We're going to get this game going.
Wonder if the same thing's going to happen, if SKB are going to be able to get into the fight with that. They've not got the fastest tanks there.
It's gonna be interesting. This map was encountered. I think there's a couple of critical spots, and if you can hold them, then you can control things pretty easily.
Yeah, I typically don't like South Coast, but in counter mode, I agree with you very much. And this might actually become a normal rotating map for, say, like the Friday Night Fight Cups. But yet again,
nice.
I'll put it to a vote. Do you guys think that this map is worthy of the 761 format and ran as a tournament map? Because I don't think any one team actually has an advantage, other maybe North. But yet again, they really have to expose themselves.
Yeah. I mean, you can. I mean, obviously, you can fight off the hill right in there at the C7, B6 area. But I mean, in my opinion, if you can control the B1 corner and you can control the valley at B4, then I mean, there's not too much the other team can do, especially on encounter. And at DP, it's kind of interesting that DP is taking a long way around the map. Maybe trying to flank and squeeze them from both sides, especially with the heavies not even moving whatsoever right now.
Gather intel, gather intel, gather intel.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to be suntanning on that beach.
Not today. Oh, DP really pushing around the long way. I mean, they went.
Well, they're pincering now.
Yeah.
You're doing like a mini pincer.
All right, so now if you get those E75s into these corners back here, say like right, yep, exactly where Onyx is going, and then if Hatcher gets in there, that's a pretty big mole to try to get out of its hole.
Oh, is this Walker gonna get proxy spot? Nope, he's gonna get a normal.
Yeah, yeah, he was spotted once right before that. Breezy, yeah, I think Breezy reacted just a little bit late. Breezy should have pinched in on him immediately. They could have went ahead and took that light tank out.
All right, so
Does he have the
J-Dog
mediums?
trying to keep Overwatch. Here comes Logan and Ian into the fight. They have Hatcher, the medium set up in the snipe zone, but that snipe zone's not any good where they're at. All right, Spartan gets a, yep, Logan stretching in, getting a shot in. Those heavies in A3 need to move, or they're going to lose.
Around.
Yeah, but I understand they want to control that corridor, but
it might work out just fine. If they need to focus fire, Logan, right now. If they can focus fire, they could still put in some work.
Onyx Spartan going way too far out, and now he's paying for it. I thought they should have went into those little cubbies. Spartan pulling out kind of spelled certain doom because, well, he gets shots from both sides. Hatcher now in deep trouble. See if I can get to him.
He's gone.
So yep. So next up's going to be J-Dog.
And it's taking some hits.
I keep getting bounced around here, so I'm trying to...
Yeah, me too. Every time somebody dies, it just puts me on a different tank.
Each focusing out on J-Dog here.
Yeah, I think J-Dog's gonna be. Yep, there he goes.
Yep. There he goes. Captain Hammer now going to get hit from both sides. Bohemian Fawn is now up top. Look at the focus fire on Captain Hammer here. Boom, boom, done.
Wow.
They're just moving up the list. I don't think they should have done that. I wouldn't have done that. I mean, but yet again, they would call it, you know, a quarterback, a couch quarterback. I mean, I like if you're gonna set your team, do a nice sprawl there on that 2 line maybe. I don't know.
Well, in hindsight, they didn't have enough intel from the beginning, and those conquerors pushed up into the corridor, probably thinking that they'd be there. And by then they'd pushed too far as an overmatch with only the 2 E75s on the cap. Like, if they were going to do it, they maybe should have all pressured the cap.
Well, but my thing is with those conquerors, why couldn't they use the ramps and the steps that we're giving on the beach that lead up to the base? Use that whole down. I mean, having conquerors where they were, you should have, if you're going to do that, run T10s and WZs, the 111-14s.
Yeah.
There's no point to take big, slow, lumbering conquerors up there. I mean, if you're going to run something like that, there's multiple ramp points, and then use your medium. You could have your light tank running back and forth, checking to see which way the beach they're trying to do a flank. That way, you had a shots on your E75s and stop them from trying to envelop them. Use the Conqueror DPM to hold them into place. All right, we're going to do one more game on this. Let's see how it goes. Apologize for that rant. It was egging in the back of my mind going, they shouldn't have done that. It would have been a really good play with T10s and WZs, what they were doing. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut all you guys off.
I wasn't even talking.
Right. That's how I looked through the team.
I was listening. I couldn't agree more. The Conqueror on flat ground, and there's so many places that, I mean, yeah, on beach, that's, yeah, I don't know if I would have chose that myself.
Logan had a pretty good game there for DP. Fired 7, hit 7, pen 7, 6 damaged and 3 destroyed for 2193.
Yeah, that was
1,000 assisted. That's a good game.
Yeah, it was very good games. All right. Yep. Cutter's already off. You'll make the new room. 10-minute limit, and the map, of course. This one is Nightmare versus.
Can anybody hear?
Yeah, Nightmare versus GS. Yeah.
Cutter. His mic's going crazy.
Cutter, you're really hot. Yep. There you go.
I fix it.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go and join my clan. Go
All
view
right,
things
awesome.
from the other side of things. Thanks for having me. I
Nope.
do appreciate
Oh
it.
no, it's no problem. Plan on me zooming you in and singling you out. Let's see what Ops does.
No, don't put the pressure on me. It's
Got
2
5
a.m.
out. No,
It's
just
too
kidding.
early for that. All right, boys.
All
Great,
right, sir. Well,
great
good luck.
tanking.
Yep,
I'll speak
good
to
Good
you
luck,
soon.
man. Nice to meet you.
All right, so yet again, there we go. DP coming in with that final win. 3-0 on the SKB. Great job. GG's, guys. I know I really didn't have all the scores going up on that one, so I do apologize. All right, next up, room's going to get open. Not really. Cutter, how's it looking on your room?
Did he bail out? Or is he still here?
I think he's still here.
I was actually had a question for you. Is SKB, are they playing Eye for an Eye next week? I was reading, or is it Friday?
That I don't know just quite yet. I kind of get the teams eyeballed in the right area, and then I'm able to announce it. But my staff, I mean, I can never stop complimenting my staff because they know when to feed me info and when not to feed me info.
Yeah. Sensory overload.
Yeah.
I'm going to
So
take
I
this
have to give 'em that, yeah.
opportunity to use the restroom and tell my wife to put my dinner in, on hold there. I'll be right back.
All right, no problem. You just get the graphics up for here for GS and for Nightmare. Alrighty. That's all done. Cutter, we looking good for the other room?
Yes, sir. We are up and open.
Alrighty, awesome. I am on my way, and then we'll get Michael in there. Thank you, sir, for getting that all set up for me.
Oh, no problem.
And then-
No problem.
And then I will find out what the first map is. So we'll put Nightmare on left and then GS on right.
Okay.
I do want to say thank you to everybody who's coming out on the out for this stream. You guys are one of the best audiences I know of. That's what makes this community so great, and what you guys, what we do, camaraderie. So thank you for coming out with the stream tonight. Big shout out early this evening to J-Man, giving us some top cheers. Big giant shout out to you. Thank you so very much, sir. Big Ron over on Big Ron, Gabriel, Juan Rivera's Cruz, Nick, all the guys over on YouTube. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. You guys are great on that end. I much appreciate it. And big giant shout outs to you guys.
Alrighty, what did I miss?
We are in the new room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I joined.
So we do have just a few moments here. If you want to go get a drink, get a burrito, get a pie, get a taco, get a little bit of chimichurri on the side. Get a Budweiser, get a Coke, have a Mountain Dew. You might get, if you live in Colorado, go have a toke. But stay right here. Great take action coming more down the line. Brought to you here by Cutter here, new proud mod / referee for Wednesday night fights. I've admired this guy for a long time, and what he does for the tanking community. I've heard he's one hell of a caller. Thank you again, there, Cutter.
No problem. This is lots of fun. Lots of fun.
Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you too would like to want to apply to be a room mod or referee or something like that, please drop us a line. Either at me, there on Discord at Hell's Cat Death, hashtag 6800. Beaver, which is now WNF Beaver, but he everybody knows him by Beaver Anarchy. Nerve, he can. That is our board of directors. Drop one of us a line. We have a list going. We've had a lot of new additions coming into the family. Oh, it looks like Tanker might be wanting to come in. Tanker, our Australian friend. He's our random tanker here. Let me get him in here. Always a pain in the butt to do this on the PC, because everything is like tripled, okay, or quadrupled. Like it shows K19, he's on 7 times. I don't think he has 7 accounts on the PC.
Wow.
Oh.
Are you using the app on your PC?
Yes.
If you go to uninstall, you can actually reset it to default settings and it will clear everything and it gets rid of all that stuff. I wasn't getting notifications for a really long time, and I finally called Xbox Live and they were like, just do that to the app when you get a chance and then it'll reset everything, get rid of any kind of...
Okay, so just go to uninstall and then go back. Okay.
Yeah, there's no option to uninstall, so you just go to remove the program, and instead of it saying remove, it'll just say, do you want to revert it? I can't remember the exact words that they used. I can actually look really quick, actually.
That's okay. Yeah, most definitely me and you have to talk on Discord and get this all ironed out. Can one of you guys give him an invite through the room? And
He's not on my friends list.
well, if you go over to him and then hit Y.
Oh, okay. Are you talking about you?
V Tanker.
V Tanker. Okay, he's in the room already. Okay, I did not know that. Oh, there he is, from TNG. Oh, his reputation needs work. No.
Of course, Reform Tanker, arguably, by the stats and what he puts up all the time, is either 1 or 3 on the top tankers list in the world. So it's always a good thing to have him in
Yeah, I was
here.
just thinking, I was like, everybody that's good at this game has bad reputation. Because people that get owned by him are like, he's cheating. Gotta be cheating.
Yep,
Got
he's
some
cheating.
skill.
He's cheating.
They're hacking in here.
Holy moly.
Whoa.
J-Man, what are you doing? J-Man's going nuts. He just gave us the top cheer of 900. Wow. J-Man, you're nuts. You are the man. Shout outs to you. You are the man. I'm glad to see everybody coming in. That's pretty awesome. Did we get he come into the party yet? Nope, not yet.
I sent him an invite, but he may not know, I can send him a message too. Actually, it says there's 24 people viewing your stream. So was it 6 more people, and then you were gonna have some kind of a big giveaway code or something like that?
Yeah,
at
30 viewers. Yep, at 30 viewers, I'll give away a tank code. At 40 viewers, I give away $10. But all right, we're just gonna wait just a little bit longer here. Wait for the rest of the teams to come in. I'm gonna step away just really fast here. grab a spot of tea. I'm going to turn on just a little bit of music. Cutter, your mic is hot.
Yeah, I muted him.
Okay. All right, let me just turn on a little bit of music here.
Is that any better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yes.
Sounded like you were taking a shower. I was like, whoa.
Oh man. You know, if I buy I bought a $15 headset that was the greatest headset in the world for my 360, and then I go out and buy a $150 headset for the Xbox One, and it's just, I'm not gonna lie, it's garbage.
80 bucks.
Yeah, it seems...
Razer, they have a 360 PC one. Works great. It's yeah, and you can use it for other stuff too. I've had mine for like 2 years, and it's like under 80 bucks, and you know, it's got 3 speakers in it. It's not exactly the greatest mic, but for its price, you know, like the cord, I haven't gotten any, you know, was it breaks in it. It was, you know, but it's a good quality. Razer, they've been making, you know, parables for console for like 2 years, but they really take them, you know, some high quality stuff. The controllers they have are really cool. It's like having mouse buttons. You know, like when you click A, it's like a mouse button. The D-pad's like that, really sensitive. So, yeah. But, yeah. That's what I went with. Seemed to be a good deal.
And did we change to I thought we were running 761 all night.
I cut out. I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah. Well, I was actually talking to CNF Health. I know he stepped away for a second.
I actually do not know what the format was. I know we've been playing 761 so far.
Oh, it looks like actually wasn't specified, so possibly they did just decide to go ahead and run a 768.
I'm actually really liking that. Even though I like the tier 9, I don't know. Tier 10, I just wish that they were balanced. The tank destroyers were a little bit more balanced. And some of the tanks weren't so broken. But I do love it. It's very fun. Very fun to play tier 10s. I'm going to step away for 1 second and shout out some of my subscribers really quick. I'll be right back, you guys.
Simple.
Alrighty. So this is going pretty good. I actually wasn't too sure about the camera thing. I don't know what's going on with that. Every time somebody gets killed, it throws me into a different tank, which has been very, very weird. Yeah, definitely not the greatest for me, for sure. Alright, so let me go ahead and throw this on. And I'm going to have to change some settings really quick so we don't hear the other guys. Or at least you don't hear them.
5 on the other.
Alright, let's see here. Headset. There you go. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll stay on this. So we're going to go ahead and just do some shout outs really quick for people. We got Roadhouse, which came in. Yeah, really appreciate you coming out and viewing my stream. We've got is it Make? I'll just butcher your name. It's Make something. Roadhouse. I love the movie. Pretty awesome movie. Paul Longworth again, and then of course Digital Octane. What's up, man? Nice to have you guys come out. join in. And if you guys can, try to go over to Wednesday Night Fights. Get over to Wednesday Night Fights and, you know, jump on there so we could possibly get a good code going, which would be pretty awesome for somebody to win. As you heard, 40 views, and he'll be doing, I think he said $40. I could be wrong though. Maybe he said 20. All right, he is back. I'm gonna go ahead and change the settings back up.
Cutter, if you want to run down Nightmare's side, and then
You sir.
so if you want to roll down. Oh, is Leech
Michael.
to come and commentate?
I am here.
Yeah. Michael. Okay, Michael is back. How you doing, Leech?
Okay.
Good, man.
Nightmare
Good.
is running
Welcome to
with
the
two
show.
T54s, a pair
Thanks
of
for having me.
430s, STB1, an E5, and a Chieftain.
And is it GS? GS is running in RU. One Bat Chat 25T, T57 Heavy, 2 E5s, and 2 Chieftains.
All right, sounds great. We got a lot of great players here and a lot of great tanks. Let's see what happens. First match. Let's go ahead and roll this one out. Leech, how you been doing? Congratulations on your another streak win. What
Yeah,
this puts you guys working towards 18?
Yeah, we're on a roll right now.
Yeah, you guys have been.
Guys
and
have,
then,
yeah, the
Go
guys
ahead.
have been really enjoying the Clan Wars event, having fun with it. All the teams that we've been playing are really fun to play against. The admins, the guys running the show are doing a great job at it, I think. I mean, there's a lot going on there. Lots of matches. We've been really busy. We're really enjoying it. That's for sure.
yeah, it looks like you guys have been on a roll. It looks like you went on, like, in one day, conquered six territories, I guess you'd say.
We conquered 7 on last Sunday. I think we did 11. No, pardon me. 13, 12 or 13 in 5 days.
Wow.
It's Ian. He's our POC, one of the newer leaders of DP. He's been running the show for us for that tournament, and he's just been setting matches up like a madman. I don't think the guy sleeps anymore, to be honest.
That was crazy. Their Chroma Gold did spot a 0, but then did not see Wits. Wits got by unspotted. Wits still unspotted in his STB1 there.
Yes, I think both of the 54s actually made it as well.
You got a
Yeah,
serious
that's
overmatch
Americans.
going on here, eh?
Yeah, Nightmare can stay super aggressive right here. It's real possible something crazy is about to happen.
Yeah, I don't think those chieftains in the 57 are going to be able to hold this off if they just pushed in on them. They've got a flank coming from the object 430.
Yep, get those cross shots in.
Heavy's
They
all
gotta
coming
do
across
something.
the bridge as well.
Chroma on that reload, so they have to do something quickly. It does look like Dig and Devil are coming back, so we're gonna have a full-on brawl, which you really don't want to do with a pair of, well, all these mediums. You're in the wrong tank.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they had the opportunity to flank, and they just didn't capitalize or move on it, and now GS's heavies have moved in, and there's just far too much firepower now.
Yeah, I mean, and especially in that environment, these chieftains are gonna just completely wreak havoc as we see Kranos going crazy and swooping up the 430 kills with ease.
Yeah, GS, they've got their focus fire on point right now.
0 taking on the Rout and the Bad Chat. Chroma is on a reload, so he does have an advantage as of right now. He just has to weather out the storm when Kronos does get loaded. I don't know why I say Chroma. Sorry, I apologize.
I actually talked to him once, and his name is actually a texture pack on Minecraft, which I told him about, and I was like, "Oh, you into Minecraft?" He was like, "What?" I was like, "Okay."
Ram, that gave Jesus the advantage here. Chroma on reload. Jesus should have it right there. No, Jesus gets smoked by Aerator. Nice job.
Now that's how you do it.
Yeah, I really do think that if they just would have moved their 50s on those heavies, the 3 heavies that were isolated, the 2 chieftains and the 57, they could have made something happen there. But I think they just waited too long, let GS come back with their 57 and the E5, or pardon me, the 2 E5s, and they just got surrounded with too much firepower. That's what happened there.
Yeah. Chicken coming in at 2272. But yet again, Chroma and that batch had coming in 2860. GG's to him. But the damage is spread across the board, the entire GS board. Everybody doing over, what, 14k damage. So, wow. All right, so we're going to switch sides here.
Yeah, those SKB guys, they are on a tear themselves. Those guys are taking serious ground as well. If you look at that map, I don't know if you have an updated version of the Clan Wars map, they've got a crazy amount of territory right now. So I think we were happy to be able to put a stop to that, at least for one night or for one match. Those boys do not stop either.
Great chat going on there in the Twitch world. Looking over here, got to get to everybody on the YouTube. Thank you for coming out and watching this. The primetime show, Wednesday Night Fights, the one that started all. And teams really vied to get on, to get their place. On your 6 had their place, and with the streak, DP now the hot commodity here on Wednesday Night Fights with their streak. NFTG trying to get their streak together too. NFTG also entered into the North American tournament, so that's really gonna see what they do to turn up the heat. And maybe I'd love to finally get that the video, that scrim of DP NFTG. Oh yeah, I want to see that fight.
There's one you guys can check out. I'm pretty sure it's on TV's YouTube. WCL 1. We played them. Went 5 games. Went deep. Went the distance. NFTG is a good team. They've got a lot of good players. You can't make too many mistakes with those guys. That's for sure. We'll end up crossing paths with them. They're in the other event as well. That Battle of the Clans. Watt Battle of the Clans and Clan Wars, which we're also in, so I'm sure our paths will cross. But for the moment, we're just trying to take territory. We're trying to catch up to these guys that are just clobbering the East Coast right now. Like those SKB boys, they've got a lot of territory.
Yeah,
we're just
trying
to
catch up.
We're playing catch up. That's right. Yeah, having a lot of fun.
That's awesome. You can never go away with that. All right, so GS got their selections pretty much almost the same as last time. And the Nightmare I knew that strat that Nightmare did run. They just didn't strike as well as they could have. I don't think they planned on their team that GS would still be right there. And it was, I don't know. We'll have to see. Bonds are changed. See where the teams can hold together here. The more established teams can keep their cool and get through this. So it looks like everybody's done and going. Leech, you want to go ahead and go through the GS, and then I would go down the Nightmare.
Yeah, so with GS we've got an RU. So I'm kind of curious, is the RU shooting AP? Or is it shooting heat? And then we got 2 autoloaders, the baby bats, some heavy hitters, big armor with the E5s, and then you got the DPM chieftain. So it looks like a pretty solid lineup to me. I'd like to see what that RU's shooting. Is it heat or is it AP?
Over here also got the Rout conundrum, seeing what they're going to be firing out of that. And then following up suit with the OBJ 430, OBJ 140, one T57 heavy, one E5, and then a pair of chieftains. Alrighty. Did they opt for no spectators on this?
No, that's what I was actually about to ask you. Do I need to go ahead and I can spec these guys real quick? That way they can.
I mean,
right,
the one positive thing with spectators for everyone is most teams aren't going to cheat. There's no advantage to it whatsoever. It allows your team that's on the bench to learn the strats that you're trying to develop and pick up on how the caller is going to lay out the next strategy and how the team's working together. It's a positive thing. I mean, I'd like to see most teams allow spectators just so everyone can, you know, be involved or engaged in the match. I mean, there's nothing worse than sitting in a lobby looking at the screen, right?
Yeah.
Especially if it draws out 8 or 9 minutes.
Yeah, there's definitely
it's the best way to learn.
There would be no reason to cheat at all. I mean, they'd be cheating themselves, seriously. And
Exactly.
I've seen a lot of teams go no spectators, and you know they could have their own spectators and use that to get a bird's eye view of it, which helps out, you know, hugely, you know, to, you know, get better positioning, better map positioning. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it helps to have more eyes on the map and the play, so you can analyze it afterwards. And or like I said, the guys that are sitting on the bench can learn the strategies as well. So when they get called upon, then they can just fill that space and no hitches and just kind of ride the wave with the rest of the team that's been playing.
Yeah. And I guess that's the thing. Some people use, which is cool. I have no problem of teams. It's getting spotted up there by Chroma. Also, pretty much all the heavies and getting lit up by Chroma.
But they're definitely going to know where to apply
Chroma's
pressure.
definitely lighting them all up. Absolutely.
Yep.
At this point, I'd like to see a flank here at this point, and looks like GS is going to do that. They're going to take out the light and then try to flank him behind those heavies.
Chieftain staying back.
Yep, I actually know this play here. The mediums are supposed to now fall back. Quit tossing it up with them. Fall back. Get back there with the rest of your team. NB now on fire. Yep, they're done. What they were supposed to do was pull back. Just get up there, get a quick fight, and let those heavies get into the fight. But
yeah, they're a little
did
behind.
Not do that. Yep.
Jesus is actually being chased down by Chroma. Now too, the bat chats are moving in.
So
yeah, GS has got to be patient here. They got to be patient. They are outnumbered at this point. Well, that's not necessarily true. It's 4-on-4 at the flag right now.
Premium spammer trying to save their life, but Jesus doing a really great job against those guys.
Gotta love using the dead tank, you know, the good hold down position, dead teammate.
MVG finally going down. I mean, he held off the pair E5s. So there's an overmatch right here. Wits is
yeah, here comes the overmatch. Yeah, if they can just get that focus fire going on those two E5s of GS, then they can turn the tide here real quickly. But they've got to get rid of these tanks quick before the bat chats get in behind them.
Yep.
Yeah,
and the chieftains.
Right now.
Yep, Wits is on a reload. There's no more that Wits can help with. They need to start looking that guy out and then start looking behind because it's going to be coming.
In moments like that, you've got to aim down your barrel. You can't just RB. You got to make sure you're aiming. Even when you're aiming, you're going to bounce. That's for sure.
Zero with his low plate. He's a little far out. Needs to swap out with Carpenter. Carpenter boy swaps out. All right, the other
swap
room.
that damage out.
Jesus trying to block off Cynic. Jesus doing a great job at a light tank position. Big bounce. Oh, didn't bounce that one. We got a battle here, boys. This is a good one.
Yeah, this is back and forth.
They're doing
Looks
everything
like
they
GS
can.
got
They are
got
not
rear
quitting
shots on
for
these
sure.
guys now. That went back and forth. That could have went either way, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Oh, premium spammer trying to get out white chicken. Great job.
GG.
Yeah. Wow.
That was definitely a good game.
That was back and forth for sure. I like seeing that. I really do. These last few streams that you guys have been doing, the matchups have been, I think they've been pretty good. Like, definitely good competition. Last couple weeks, I think.
And
it's been the best so far.
And I think what everybody's been realizing is, and now it's really coming apparent, is in that ranking system, a lot of people are taking this rank seriously, and they're dialing in on teams that they can achieve a great fight with. And I think that's been good. I mean, over here on Nightmare, Jesus Crust in the Rout 27-15. Wow. I mean,
nice damage spread on both teams, to be honest. The mediums got murked early.
yeah.
But then once they got their heavies in there, they spread that damage out nicely. GS, phenomenal damage spread. That's what you want right there. You don't want the guys throwing up 4,500 damage. You want that spread out nice and even like that, right across the board.
No, that
Looking
was
good.
real nice. Their E5s actually had the exact damage, and the chieftains were spot on as well.
All right, so waiting on to see what maps we want.
Yeah, it's nice.
And then go ahead and unspectate everybody so we can get ready to get
And
lined up.
participating, getting streamed. Yeah. I think you guys are doing a really good job.
Thank you. Much appreciate everything we do yet again for you guys. I mean, try to set up everything proper so there is no waste, there is no hassle. You want,
Yeah,
you
and
wanna
lots of
fight-
variety of teams to pick from. I mean, lots of skill levels.
And
I think
that
it's perfect right now.
I mean, I know me and you talked about something like this should get set up when me and you would talk in ETC, and
Yeah.
I mean, this is just as much your show as it is, as it is mine. I mean, you came up with a lot of these ideas. Yeah, you came up with a lot of these ideas 2 years ago now. That so I have to give a big shout out to you. I mean, honestly. It come down to it. If you would take everybody that's in ETC now, that was in ETC, and you look at all those guys now, how tough and everything was on that. We've all grown in the tank community, and it's been awesome. Everybody's active. If you notice, I mean, you got you and Beaver both, and you guys do great things for the community. Nerve does great things with the Immortals and amazing things for Monday night. It seemed like ETC was a huge influence in all of our thinking careers, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, we sort of just spidered or splintered out across the community, and I mean, I really don't want to take a lot of credit for Wednesday Night Fights. This is your show. This is your baby. I mean, now that you can stream, it just brings it all together. I mean, Beaver's a fantastic guy to have in your clan, to have on your staff. I mean, he's very passionate about this game, and he's a wonderful person to interact with, that's for sure. Nerve, the guy's a genius. I mean, I know I was knocking him the other night, but I put that guy in an AMX Chaffee for like a year straight, and he was probably our best player in ETC. I mean, Hell's yourself, the dedication with this. I mean, the list goes on and on. But it is nice to see that some of our main guys from our former team have found homes and cemented themselves in the community and are contributing and giving back. I mean, if it wasn't for guys like you, Hells, and your staff, this community wouldn't be as strong as it is right now. I mean, there's nothing going on with WCL. Wargaming's dragging their butt. So, I mean, hats off to you guys for sure. We love playing. We like watching ourselves and reviewing the footage and listening to the comments and showing teams, you know, what DP's got. And hopefully we got something coming with On Your 6. We're really looking forward to that 761, 768 combo.
Yes, that's
Hopefully
going
they
to
can
be
get
amazing.
something going. That's going to be fun.
Well, it's possible, very possible. I'm really hoping for it. I've been trying to get back in touch with my commander here lately. He's been, I think he's been a little bit on a break himself right now, but
There's definitely a lot of people that are on pause mode right now. It's the summertime, nice weather.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We'll let you
Much
guys
agreed.
we'll let you guys form up like Voltron and then hit us up and we'll put on a show. That's for sure.
Oh my
Sounds
goodness,
good.
that's awesome.
Sounds good.
All right, Michael, you want to roll down the GS? Wait a minute, we did last time, so it'd be Cutter going down GS and Leech, if you want to go down Nightmare.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
GS is bringing a T54 lightweight, a pair of OBJ 140s, a pair of Bat Chats, and a pair of Chieftains.
And Nightmare is switching it up a little bit, going with a bit more speed, DPM. They've got 3 140s, so you got lots of speed there. Troll armor, the Chieftain again with the DPM, the T57 heavy autoloader, very difficult to run into, and then the baby bats. I mean, once those guys are fully loaded, they get alongside you. That's a lot of trouble there too. So it looks like a strong lineup from both teams.
Alrighty, yeah, this is going to be a great fight yet again on Proc. Everybody loves Proc in this with this format on Encounter. It makes it
Gotta
really
love
great.
Proc.
Yeah,
Yes,
gotta
it's
love
awesome.
Got to.
Alrighty, so
It
here we
and
go.
Ghost Town are my favorite.
I don't know. I think DP might be leaning towards Proc as their home base. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see. Might have to be Proc. Not really sure how that works yet. There's a super tank or super weapon you can bring into it. I think it's a tier 10. I'm not really sure, but yeah, Proc is where it's at for speed, flanking. Be fast paced for sure. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I gotta go outside for a second.
All right, no problem. Yeah, again, I just want to throw in here really fast here. Out to J-Man 17. He is pretty much going to be the man of the week. 1,000 cheers on the Twitch channel. That's a milestone in itself. Thank you, sir. Make sure you get taken care of properly by Beaver. I tend to rent him out a little bit for a little fun. So Beaver shall be in your mailbox here soon. Alrighty, so here we go. Nightmare going up with a... Wonder if Smirnoff is going to take his Chieftain up to that F6 area. And
Appears that he is.
T57 heavy of wit staying way far back. I think he's going to, he's going to watch the other side. So here we go. Bat Chats. Res kill cams just saying, hey, we're here. Maybe a bait a little bit. Hey, someone take a peek. We're gonna.
Has the lightweight spotted any of those mediums over there? Okay, Pants is spotted. The Bat Chats. Okay, and the 140 is spotted. Okay.
Yeah, so the
they're
roof
going
is done.
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
yet
definitely
again,
need to take care of that right now.
So you're gonna count. Smirnoff's gonna get melted here. They know where everybody is except for the 57 heavy. Chroma getting triple shotted there, but Smirnoff, yeah, Bat Chat's taking care of him quickly. The 57 heavy is gonna be next because he's on a reload.
Ooh, 2 big shots.
Which you need to get out of there, man.
What's charging forward? Pants went right into the fight in the middle of all of them.
Good bounce.
Ops, one of our previous members here. Oh, so Pants gets their light tank down. Here comes Ops taking out Res kill. Nice. Zero did
Very
coming
nice.
in. what looked like.
These 140s. Chicken might be in trouble here. Definitely
Yeah, I'm
in
checking
trouble.
that out right now. Oh, and here comes Dirt Rider. He's almost done with his reload. Oh, pants to the ground, getting taken out by Chroma. Chroma reloaded, and he's in the distance sniping.
These two bad shots in the 140, they got to start spreading out a bit here.
And Jesus Crust went up there, took a couple pop shots into Kranos, getting another lucky one in. Look at that. Pinning right in the upper, the commander's hatch. Great shot on that. Now watch out, here comes the pair of 140s from GS on the backside, Dig and Devil. Witz
Yeah, it's not
is
looking good
loaded.
for the 57 heavy.
Oh,
Oh.
can't bounce it. Oh no. He
And
hit
he
the
is-
wrong button.
Double tap
Yep.
on the Chieftain.
He shot 2 shots and then he accidentally hit his reload button. Oh, Wits.
Yep, had maybe screwed up and only ran out of premium shells and got stuck. So Ops here in big trouble. He's gonna need some help.
Yeah, he's
The
got to
rest
get
of
out of
GS
there.
down.
He's just got to run. He's got to run. You can get
That
out of
is
there, no
lucky
problem. You can
right
go.
there.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him cut back towards the town, get some cover from the buildings. Those buildings can do a lot of help
Yeah.
for you, that's for
I do
sure.
apologize to everybody, showing how the Chieftain got melted. I've been watching this medium action, so I do apologize.
Yeah, it was
So the-
too nice. I mean, the focus fire was real on that Chieftain, that's for sure.
Dig getting
Zero.
ammo rack.
Oh
All right.
no.
Here
Dirt
comes
Rider coming in
Dirt.
now. Yeah.
One of the
Well,
Unicorn
if you
players.
can clip him out. If you can
Yeah,
clip him
take
out,
your
it's
time,
worth
aim
it.
your shots,
Oh,
looking
very
good.
nice. Very nice.
Nightmare.
First
here.
time,
And-
yeah, first time in the evening,
Ops should be
Nightmare
loaded.
actually is up. And up in big numbers. There it is. GG's
Very
to
well
Night
played.
Rising Devil. Wow, Nightmare coming in and a boot to the face of GS there, saying, you ain't gonna 3-and-out us.
It just goes to show you too. I mean, not perfect, but if you've got better focus fire than the other team, and you have the positioning, that'll get you the win 70% of the time at least. It's all
Go
about
across the-
good communication and focus fire. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
look at this.
And I think
now on Nightmare's
Nightmare,
side,
right?
Look at that.
nice spread, beautiful spread. That's what you want.
then
That's exactly what you want right there.
Chroma, of course, coming in with all that. He did flip out 2 tanks. Well, a tank, but almost flipped out another. So GG's on him, and also Kranos 24-33. Nice job. Nightmare doing it to it. Crazy style. Coming back.
You're at
Switching
31 views right now.
All right, so we can give out a code.
Drop back down.
All right, so this is for the viewers. Viewers question here. We're gonna go do this right. Bleach was in a dominating victory early this evening. What team did Bleach beat? First person to send that answer right there in the message box. You get a code. What team did Leach and his team beat? Very first game
I
out
can
on
give you
with the
guys a
advice.
hint. It was
Go ahead.
not on your 6.
Yes, it was not.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, it's possible. You know, did you take part in the 2 scrims that we had against you guys?
I think once. I don't know about the second time. I don't know if it was the first. I know I played you guys once. You guys are solid. There's no denying that. I mean, I honestly don't remember if I was there for both of them. I scrimmed so much.
Yeah.
Couldn't really
no,
tell
I know
ya.
we basically we went 1-1. The first time you guys just wasn't expecting, you know what I mean, that, I mean, no one knew who the hell we were. I mean, let's just be honest. And then the second time,
Yep.
you guys were definitely on top of your stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we're beatable. I'm not the best player in the world. There's guys on my team that are very good players. But we are beatable. We're not the top dogs. We all know who the top dogs are in North America, that's for sure. But we practice a lot. We work on our focus fire. Our focus fire has been on point lately. I mean, tonight I was calling out targets and those guys were hitting everything I called. I mean, it was perfect. So we were really working on that. But we practice a lot, and that's a big part of it. And even if we don't, and practice, it doesn't necessarily mean DP v DP. I mean, we just scrim as much as possible, and I mean, we try to go over tape and review what we've done right and wrong. No winging it from us.
No, that's just how you got to do it. I think is hell.
All right. Yep. I'm just sitting here talking to all the people on Twitch here. A lot of great people. We're getting ready to hit the 40 mark. You hit the 40 mark, and the $10 code comes out. If we want to go ahead and run through it really fast, Michael, you there?
Yeah, I am here.
All right, if you want to go down Nightmare, and then I'm going to go ahead and let Cutter roll down GS. He'll take my place really fast as I talk to all the people on YouTube and Twitch.
Alrighty, so Nightmare within RU. Is that an Object 430? Object 4, what's it, 140? You got 2 of those. Batchat 25T and 2 E5s.
Golden Samurai is bringing out a T54 lightweight, a pair of 140s. Changed it up a little bit with the E50M, and then there's the Batchat and the pair of Chieftains. I think we're ready to go, guys.
Alrighty, sounds great. Let's get this round 2 Prokhorovka. Let's see if Nightmare can come back, and we can take this to game 5.
I gotta say that I like the Object Russian mediums right now, just because of the inaccuracy with the the Batchat 25T. I mean, you got to get really close in with it. I really do. I've seen, well, with my own eyes, I've seen the 140 just, get absolutely annihilated by one. But when you are in a good position where they're bouncing, you can, tear them up on the reload. And I've seen it bite people in the butt, missing, or having bad RNG with the Batchat. I don't know if you guys have had the same experience, but I'm not a big fan of the Batchat all the time. Whoa, I'm getting some weird stuff. I was like inside of a tank. That was crazy.
There we go, guys. Start of the next one. The answer, waiting on the answer, should be coming up here like in less than 1 minute. And then we're right there, 39 viewers, 41. We hit it. There will be a $10 code coming out here very shortly. Let me finish calling this match here, commenting on this match, and then the $10 code will come out. Jesus, getting a quick spot there. Pair E5 screen right there to answer. This is going to be interesting.
It's like GS just decided to go all in, just went ahead and assumed that Nightmare was going to be on the left side of the track, so
one guy by the hill over
see how
there.
they can
Open, here comes Pants, Dirt Rider, and MVG coming over.
Ooh.
Who's
And
going
they're
up top
taking
still?
enforce
Ops
there.
waiting.
see. I don't know if this is the game that Nightmare wants to play right here because of the DPM and the gun depression that those Chieftains have out here in this field like this.
One Batchat down. Rescamp's getting out of there very quickly. Dirt Rider getting low health. Trying to get to these tanks down here in the action. Who's going to die next? I
Nasty shot.
apologize.
Cheese crust. Like a nasty shot. I think it was a two from the Chieftain.
The funny thing is, though, is that one Rue is keeping the 2 Chieftains almost off the rest of the team. But Cheese is doing an amazing job in a Rue. So that's it. GS now reeling back. Get the camera view. Let's see here. Double MVG. There they go. Another one down. This is so tight. Dig cross-shotting over. Oh, here comes Kranos. Kranos going to put one, yep, into Jesus right there. It's up now to the 140. Big bounce. E5. MVG staying back, snipering. No, that's K9. I'm so sorry. That's K19. Oh, did I lose everybody? You guys still there?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, sir. I don't know if Ops is a little bit late. They've got to get both of these cheapins out.
Oh boy, it's not looking good.
He's got to stay on white chicken. No, he's got a logo.
There we go. Nice try, Nightmare. GG, you did a great job. You put on a hell of a show. Thank you for coming out. Kranos coming out with 46. Oh my goodness, 4,600 damage out of that chieftain. GG's.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Intense.
Great match. Great match. Nightmare, I'm telling you, these guys are looking better every time I watch them play. Whether it's 761, 768, like their perseverance is there. Like these guys are getting better every day.
And yet again, I want to stress this the most. GS pretty much is RG, and RG is a gold division team.
Yeah, they clawed their way into that gold spot. RG, those guys are great too. I mean, they practiced against us during the regular season of WCL, and they showed up every night. We needed someone to scrim against, and so when we heard that they made it into the gold division, we were more than pleased with that. I mean, it was well earned, and there's some great guys and great players on that team. Chrome is a great player. Chicken, great to get along with. I mean, or interact with anyways. Yeah, good group of guys. Both teams. I mean, Pants, the guy's legit. This community is better than ever, I think, with the players and the teams. Definitely going in the right direction, that's for sure.
So, yep, I am great. You are the winner of the first question. Leach and his team of DP did squeak out that 3-0 victory over SKB. So GG's to I am great. Another question is going to be coming in here soon. I will put the 40. Let's see here.
You're at 39 right now. If one more person.
Yeah, at the moment. Yeah, at the moment. I mean, we did peak at 43. So I mean, so this is well deserving of this. Let's go ahead and open up the room so we can get ready for the last match of the evening. Let's see here. It's going to be NFTG versus Off. I have been kicked. I am no longer loved.
Why? I'm still in here. I still got a chance. Mama.
Sorry about that, fellas.
It's no problem. Well, you want to go ahead and open up the room so NFTG and Off can come in here?
Yeah. Room should be open.
And there it is, Wednesday Night Fights. As always, Wednesday Night Fights created a long time ago, and you guys, the community, have brought it along so well. Pretty incredible. Yet again, I have to do shout-outs to TLP. They are bigger than life. They're in a lot of games. They have brought us on something close and dear to my heart. We're going to be doing a tournament for this. They're going to release all the information, but I'm going to be excited when I'm able to release the information of this tournament for the Wounded Warrior Project. It's going to be amazing. You all know I'm Army for life. As you saw, my stamp that I always have, that is on my my right leg. And everybody, I think everybody knows that my right leg is carbon fiber. So It's going to be an honor to, with TLP, the partnership with them, and that's the logo that I'm talking about there. I'm throwing it up there real fast. So that's going to be an honor for them, doing a lot of stuff with them, and also for Wounded Warrior Project. So that's going to be awesome. And then Cutter, the first, yet again, we're going back to Scorpion Pass encounter for the first map.
Okay.
I got to get everything ready for off in an FTG.
As you guys were talking about controllers earlier, I have the very cheapest of cheap controllers because I am not a tiny man, and I seem to crush these controllers after a couple of 2 or 3 weeks. So
I feel you.
I am the same way. I am really hard on my controllers, and it's actually, since I was a kid, you know, like if you looked at you know, a paragraph I wrote, it looked like, you know, like I was just like holding it with one fist, you know. I've always been like that. Yeah, just crazy. It's like I don't know my own strength, and I just tear up the was it my right stick on my last controller? You could push it down and it would go like a gear shift. It would go down and then over, because it was like busted. I was like, geez, how come? I mean, when I'm turning, I'm like turning my hands too, you know, at the same time, trying to get more out of it and cranking on it. Just bad. Sounds like we come from the same niche.
Right.
I'm actually not that big of a guy. I'm like, was it 5'8"? So you know, I don't know why I'm like that.
Gotta get it done. Intense.
Here, going down. Jingles is cool. Are you read and realized? Just a crazy chat. Check us out on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, come over to the Twitch side. Check it out. Really good conversations with a lot of longtime fans in here. So huge shout outs. It's going to take me forever to read just a portion of them, but here a little bit. Jingles the School, Air Raider, Badger, J-Man, who is the man of the week with 1,000 cheers, Bohemian Fawn, Benny, Creamy's Puppet, awesome guy, plays for NB, Logan, I am great, the winner of the question there and gets a code, Hismatic, HM Hismatic, Ian, and the list goes on and on and on, and you guys are amazing, and we're holding over 42 viewers right now. That's great. If we bust out 50 viewers, I'm gonna I'll hand out codes to 2 people. 2 people will get codes this time. Holy crap, Justin, that being said, we jumped to 46.
I just seen
So,
that.
let's see.
It's coming. It's
Hey, honey, turn on the Xbox. No.
So yes, I mean, the viewers, you guys, we wouldn't do all this if it wasn't for the viewers, because you guys come in, you see this, and then you want to compete, and you bring in more and newer people. Speaking of newer people, I do have to announce tournament will be coming up. It's called New Blood, brought to you by Acorn eSports and Merchandising. Go check them out on acornesports.com. It's the gamer's mall of everything you want, from controllers to headsets to batteries. To get, if you want your team logo print on your shirts, the hoodies, stuff like that, backpacks, they have it all there for you. If you want if you want a case of Red Bull or a case of Monster, they have that there for you too. Whatever you want to buy, they go check them out. www.acornesports.com.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I want to see if I can get myself a few pairs of DP tighty whities with the DP on the back.
On the
Yeah.
button.
Yeah.
There you go. And I mean, it's crazy. Great people. Big shout out to. Well, she goes by 2 different names. We just know her by Miss B, the liaison to Acorn. Great people. So I have to give them a shout out. I heard, and the funny thing is, we didn't even apply for these people. These guys were so gracious. They came to us because of your guys' word of mouth, which is just incredible in its own right. Thank you.
That's awesome.
You guys are going to see flashes up on the screen. Just me adjusting stuff to get. I've never had off with their logo on here, so you just see me here adding logos up on your screen at random stuff. So I am great at ETC Leech. Thanks for the advice the other day. It paid off, even though we lost to Edis.
Yeah, he asked us how they looked the other night. We actually played BK for the first time. And we got to chatting back and forth and recommended a few things. The number one thing when playing at 761 is having those meta tanks, those must-have tanks, the E50s, the Conquerors, the T10s, the Bulldog. These are all tanks that are instrumental in playing at the 761 level. Like, it's a must-have. There are other tanks you can use for certain scenarios, certain maps. With Clan Wars, North American Conflict, I mean, there's all kinds of different maps that are new to me that you could use a variety of different tanks, but your main tanks are your E50s and your Conquerors and T10s, primarily because the T10 is got troll armor and it's got mobility. Then you've got the E50. The E50 hits just as hard as a heavy. It's got the pen, it's got the speed, and it shoots APCR. Conqueror, DPM, armor, APCR. Bulldog, it's got the 10-round clip, APCR. Will pen a tier 9. If you can get those in your garage and in your lineup somehow, your wins will go up. That's for sure. It's the first step in competing at 761. That's the best advice I can give anyone, and that's the things that we were discussing the other day.
That's awesome. It always helps having some pros like this come out and giving you the tips and tricks to make everything better. That's what we're talking about by communities coming together. Thank you on that. Well, see here what we also got going down. See here. Great chats in there, like playing a racing game, laugh out loud. You want to drive faster, so push the stick in harder. Yeah, that's about right. When you're sitting there playing like Forza, I think that right trigger of mine is going to be buried up by the handle, and I think it's going to go even faster than the harder I pull it, it should make it. It should give me that nitrous boost. All right. So we're just waiting for these teams to move on in here. Yet again, the doubles. We're going to be doing this. The doubles are going to be in. Let me go down the listings yet again for the brackets, which have been released now. If you want to check them out, they are in the tournament, doubles tournament. You can click on it there at challenge. That will take you right in. All this is going to be real fast, heavy hitting action. I mean, within the first hour, we're running, 8 games in an hour. Time restricted right there. So, typically by the time DP's done whooping someone's butt and keeping the streak going, we're going to be done and moving into round 2. And I am going to be getting the team listings, I guess you would say. Everybody's looking for the team rosters. So I will get that up there as soon as possible. So what do you guys think here? Off, a well-established team, been around for a long, long time. And then you got the group of the NFTGs. Oh, Dexter's here. Let me give Dexter also an invite into the party. He just, of course, one of the family.
I have never seen Off play, so I'm not even going to speculate, but I have played against NFTG, and I've seen him, and they, you know, in tier 10s and 9s are definitely seasoned veterans. But Off, I've never seen him play. I do like their name, though. Old Fogies.
Old farts and fogies.
Yeah,
old farts
that's right.
and
Old
fogies.
farts and fogies.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Those guys are a lot of fun. That's
Yeah,
for
they
sure.
sound like they got good character.
It's
Gotta have
been
a
the
lot of
same.
character
It's
to
been
do
the
that.
same core group of guys for a long time too. Like I recognize a lot of names on there, and I've been playing against these guys for almost 2 years. So it's a good group of guys. Been sticking around with each other for a long time.
All right, we might have a visitor coming in here. A longtime friend of mine, longtime person, well, since the beginnings. Sniff My Wagon, how you doing, sir?
Hey guys, how are you?
Pretty good. Well, how's everything over in the NFTG camp?
Just wonderful. I'm gonna sit it out tonight. I'm gonna just hang with you guys if that's okay.
Yeah, that's no problem, Sniff. You are always welcome here. Yet again, one of the longtime, old school, well, commentators, along with you, Leach. There's a few of you guys that been with us since the very beginning, and I love that we're expanding, bringing in, i.e. Michael, and of course Cutter's always had a spot here in the Wednesday Night Fights. He finally decided to join the family. So
Awesome.
Just get in.
I see that Nerve is also helping you guys out.
yes.
That's terrific.
So, what do you guys
Yeah,
think
so-
about this conquest of North America? What are you thinking so far?
So far, so good. I think Devil probably needs a little help. You know, so that's a pretty huge task for one guy to manage. But he's doing a pretty good job with it. So, you know, we're hoping it's going to lead to a lot of fun in the next week, because after this week it starts the clan versus clan stuff. So, should be fun.
Yes, exactly. And you know, like I was saying earlier, I'm super excited. I want to stream the DP versus NFTG map. Oh my God, I want to eat my own fingers just to have the chance to stream that one.
Well, I'm sure at some point during this whole thing it'll happen.
But yeah, as long as you and Leach are cool with it, I'd love to do it and make, you know, Leach and Ian and all that.
Yeah, just not
Yeah.
Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, if you know what I mean. We'll take another time slot another day, but we're gonna try to ride that wave a little longer, keep that streak going. So as long as you don't mess up our streak, Sniff, we're good any other night.
Dylan, can you? So how many weeks
All right.
is it now that you guys haven't been defeated yet? Like 8 weeks, something like that?
They dropped 18.
I don't know how.
Going on 18
I
weeks.
honestly don't know.
18.
18 weeks. Okay.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
Yep.
Put us down for 8 o'clock next Wednesday night.
DP versus the Mercs.
Oh man. All right, guys, see really fast. just a rundown of everybody that's in here with us tonight. I have Leech, one of the uppers in DP, in here. Of course, I got Cutter Deeply, one of the best callers in the game, and caller for, well, right now he's taking a short break, but caller for On Your Six. One of YouTube's greatest, does amazing videos, and just everything. I mean, he talks to the community, he also spreads the word and the love. So I want to say thank you to Michael, and then I'm going to be getting Dexter in here, Magic Mike. But yet again, the way I always figured is you succeed in life who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with people that just, they go through life, they don't get so far. But if you surround yourself with greatness and stuff like this, and yeah, I'm calling you guys greatness, shit happens. I'm going to cuss it right out. Shit happens. And shit grows. And
you
then
pick
it
good
spreads.
guys. They're dedicated. They're always around. They're always in this community. Like you said, making themselves known, and it's good to have a team that you can count on.
Yes. And I could never ask for any better friends and support than all of you guys in the community. But here we go. We're going to get this started here at Scorpion Pass. So, Sniff, do you want to go ahead and roll down the NFTG lineup? And then, Leech, I'll have you roll down the other lineup there coming there. Sorry, it snapped away. So we already got predictions coming down the mic. Zoom, NFTG, 3 and out. No, Op's got this is going to be a good fight. Op's well established. I mean, Op has
been around a long time.
Well, they're on a big streak. I mean, they're on a huge winning streak.
They?
Yeah, I mean,
we
they
have not
jumped
played
up.
off in like so long. I don't even know when the last time we played them was. But anyway, we have Nate Master in a 41 Bulldog, Crest in a 430 Type 2, Dead Ant in an E50, Ayasco in a T10, Dark Rogue in a T10, Mito in a Conqueror, and I Hesh Your Mom in his Wheezy 1114.
Alrighty. You there, Leech?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and run down off for us.
Yeah, no problem. Bulldog, autoloader. Nice to see that. Good eyes, good mobility, 2 E50s. Like I mentioned before, staple tanks, a baby bat, burst damage, T10, troll armor, hits nice and hard, Conquer with the APCR, the high penetration gun, nice and accurate, and then finishing off with the WZ-11114, which is a great substitution for the T10. Once again, It hits nice and hard, hits harder than the T10. Two strong loadouts from both teams. Should be a pretty good fight, I think. See how it goes.
Taking a pop shot there towards Maydew there. Oh, gets an ammo rack.
Oh,
Maydew.
Yeah, Maydew got ammo rack.
I think NFTG needs to probably push just a hair. I mean, if the Wizard 1-4 and the Conquerors were to push over and get hold down on that hill right there, it's going to be real tough for them to get in and contest that cap.
I think they're going after the Bulldog and the Wheezy so they don't get crossed. That Wheezy's got the cross on them and they know it, so they're not going to push out into that. So they're sending their mediums around to take out that Wheezy.
There you go.
But they're going to be exposed to the Conqueror and the E10, so.
Ooh.
Is
that an ammo rack?
Took a couple of hard shots.
There it goes. Now it unfolds.
That Wheezy should not have pushed forward like that. He should have stayed where his friends could help him.
I thought they were a little spread out.
Ants backed up too much and got shot in the tail. NFTG is on a huge disadvantage now as far as hit points go.
They're getting shots into Bad Dad, and then also at the same time in a Generalissimo, the XO of off.
I think one problem right now is off is sort of out in the open. You've got the Bulldog on the flank. NFTG's got a more defensive posture now. OFF did get in there and take that tank down, but I think they're going to suffer for it sitting out in the open. You got to remember to have some cover. I mean, it can get a little hectic.
There we go.
And it's exciting to get in there. Focus fire tanks.
Duckman
You got to make sure you have
in.
some cover.
Oh,
Crest
that's
total
a
Yeah,
bad-
that Conqueror and that
Oh.
T10 are just hammering that
There
Bulldog
goes.
or that
Is he gonna
Bat
get
Shot
a
right
shot?
now.
Nope. Crest taking out. I don't know what happened to Duckman, why he was not firing. I wonder if his cannon was broke. Definitely something wrong.
Wow, that was a twofer.
Very, very close.
Looks like
though.
NFTG
I mean,
is starting to even things up here, but
Yeah,
Still
that
very
was
close.
Definitely
They got a lot more
very,
guns in the
very
game.
close here.
they've got
Oh,
the one
that
extra
OBJ
gun in the game, which could be
That
the
OBJ
difference. That's for sure.
432 has just super troll armor whenever it comes down to a pinch, too, though. It's personally probably one of my favorite mediums in the game, actually. I'm not a big
Like the
fan
two
of the tier
E50s are
10.
going to go after Crest here.
Oh, big bounce.
Crest
by
has a
Optus.
It's a
really
dangerous
good spot.
move. It's a dangerous move
Yeah.
coming out in the open like that.
Yes.
Dark, he's just Overwatch right now.
I think that's a bait right there. Bait and switch.
Rope going down now.
They're
Interesting.
even on the hit points.
Even on the hit points, but NFTG down on cannons. Double tap there on Strong. It looked like the focus fire off is really on point here.
Yeah,
they're
they're doing
going
really well.
Absolutely.
And here's to everybody thinking off was not going to put up a fight. Here you go. This is how much they've grown. Stress really pulling out there. All right, here we
great
go.
focus.
Triumph needs to stay with oxidative stress. He needs to get up in that fight. He can't hang back. There's the bounce expected out of the T10, but Triumph.
It's going to be tough for Ayaska to win this
Ram.
one. He's got too many hit points to try to get rid of.
Wow,
There it
GG's.
is.
Okay.
Wow.
Game
First
on.
game.
G.
That was
OFF.
so close. Until the end there did I actually think that they were going to lose.
Yeah, that
New map, right? Now, I mean, I don't know how much you guys have been practicing this map sniff, but I mean, it's a new one for us.
Yeah, it's a new map, and I think that's the third match we've played on that, the third game we've played on that map, so we'll see.
Yeah, that was just crazy. Strong did have a strong game, 24-69, but he met up with Triumph Cowboy with 29-17. GG's off, taking the first blow. Let's see if NFTG is going to be like, oh hell no, and they're just going to come out and start whooping.
We'll see.
This is a strange map to be playing on. I mean, seriously. I've never even heard it discussed in a tournament. Like, I was like, why are you guys picking this? But it's actually got, so many. I mean, you could play it in any tank, I think. And you go tier 10, geez. There's all down positions, there's flat, really long sniping positions. You can pretty much do whatever you want to with this. It's got a little bit of everything, huh?
Else.
Yes.
Do you have the party overlay on in your party?
Unfortunately, I'm on the PC, so
Okay,
like the
okay.
PC, on my end, the PC chat, it doesn't show anything like that. I have to get another
Okay.
program that would pick up on our chat, and then it will show a little bit of who's talking. But I'm trying to find the right program that does not have any viruses. So that's it right now. I just need to switch these guys' sides. All right, there we go. NFTG's left. There we go. Score.
$20.
All right, I'll set up on that side.
OFF looking good there, that's for sure.
Yeah, that
They had
was
a nice-
unexpected.
Nice setup there. That was a good defensive setup.
Some of it looked a little shaky. It looked at some points that they were sort of, like I said, they jumped all over a tank with an overmatch, but then were kind of caught in the open and got punished for it. And then slowly picking away, they managed to get themselves back into the hit point lead. And it kind of just
at
went
one
back
point
and
it
forth.
was 65% to 45%, and then NFTG came back and had it tied at 30-30, and then
yeah.
They just couldn't focus out quick enough the tanks from off, and the two tanks left for off were the two E50s, and they're two really tough tanks to get rid of when they're full health.
Absolutely.
They're alpha, and their gun is so good. It's you know, they're kind of one of the first targets you want to get rid of.
And some of the hardest targets to get rid of because they can just pop, bob, and weave.
Same armor as a Tiger too.
They're deadly.
But it does 50. That's a deadly combination.
Absolutely.
That is crazy. The horsepower on that, the way they take off is just...
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Alrighty. Swapping them up here. Michael, if you want to roll down off, I'll go down NFTG this time around. Welcome in there, Magic Mike. On NFTG side, got one Bulldog, trio E50s, trio Conquerors. They're coming out, and they're not messing around this time. NFTG's going for DPM, DPM, DPM.
Lots of APCR. Like every single one of those tanks shoots APCR. So that's pen.
And off has 2 Roos, 2 E50s, a T10, a Conqueror, and a WZ.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a mobile. It's a mobile one, but the Conqueror is kind of a slug. That's a.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have a spot on the map that it plays well in that we're gonna see here in a second.
And then here's my question of the day. I like being the weird guy. Why not swap out the? Okay, you're wanting that gun depression. Why not put in the STI? It can be pushed.
It can do
so
40
very quickly up there.
I prefer it over the Conqueror myself sometimes because the Conqueror has a really fatal weak point on the turret, but I mean a lot of people don't know about it, but yeah, I'm not gonna mention it. But I prefer the STI myself, but I will say that it does get circled quite easy. That's probably its only.
It does.
I think I got both, you know, perks, clutch braking, and the other one, the ground resistance one, and it still doesn't help very much.
I personally think it really just depends on the map. The STI can really be used as the spearhead of your attack. It can bounce a lot of shots. It bounces heat really well. And you're right, you can push it. You can get it up to a pretty fast pace to get it across the map. But like what was just mentioned, it can get circled pretty easily, and it does shoot heat as well, which with NFTG's lineup isn't necessarily a problem. I mean, shoot heat all day long at these tanks. But I think the Conquerors, I just like the accuracy of the gun, the DPM, and the APCR that it brings. I personally think NFTG's got a really strong loadout right now. It's much stronger than what they had before. OFF, they have mobility. I'm hoping maybe they try to use that Conqueror as bait. See if
big hits.
See if they can draw them in. But I mean, look at these Conquerors are getting caught in the open right now. Those RUs are throwing shots at them. But I think this is gonna fare a little better for NFTG with the APCR alone.
Let's see if I can get over to. And I'm done. Just trying to survive what he's got going on there. He's down to a sliver of health. Getting out of there. It's jam right over here.
Did the smart thing and kept his gun in the game, huh? Oh,
Wow, some big bounces there on the
It's just
T10.
a very nice hold down spot, I think, though, right there.
Oh,
Is he
there
not?
was pulled back too
It's
far, exposing the upper
barely.
plate. And I'm done, taking out. Nate coming on the plank. But he's also chased by Cam Daddy in the Rout. Good track shot.
Gotta love the 10-round autoloader on the Bulldog. Is it 1500 possible damage?
Oh, there's the ammo
Oh,
rack.
no.
It's quick. Oh. Oh no, the Ram killed himself. Oh no. Off losing some tanks here now. Back over to the main fight. Good hit. A lot
That
of bounces on.
WZ-111-14 is in a great spot right now.
Yeah, it really is.
Daddy,
Is
Dad,
that-
what is it? Dado, he's got to get out of there. He's got to keep his
Yeah,
gun in the
he's-
game and get out of there.
And then you got Crest Total White and his E50 coming around, so. Let's see here. Triumph and Oxidative Stress going after Nate. They're in perfect
Now-
position to go.
Nate got
There
ammo
goes
right
Dado.
there.
One of the issues with that is NFTG is well aware that those 250s are coming around that side. They were spotted the entire time. I know those guys are smart enough to pay attention to the map, so I think Triumph
Ooh,
and
Triumph is going in
Oxidative
deep.
are in a bad spot here.
So Bad
think they're gonna
Dad
get
and
pushed.
Generalissimo holding the right side. Oh, stress. Bam, bam, bam. Wow.
Yeah, they were spotted the entire time they came around.
Trying to get to the... Dang it. All right, there we go.
Dead
Bad Dad
Ants
going down.
comes in.
Triumph getting pinned from all over the place here.
Oh, we went for the Ram
Triumph
kill.
getting taken out. Sorry, looking for
That's
Generalissimo.
denied.
I'm curious to see what OFF's WZ driver put up for damage. I thought he was putting down some serious fire from that position he had. I like to see where he finished.
It looked to me as though, I mean, NFTG was in
3,500.
a spot where they could poke, take a shot. It made it very difficult for off to focus fire. If you look at the hit points and the damage left over on NFTG side, all those guys were pretty hurt, but they still had all their guns in the game. And
Yeah,
Focus
sub
fire.
the
when the
weaker.
focus fire is subpar, you see a lot of tanks with, you know, a little bit of, with a lot of damage, but they're not eliminated. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Do you guys
you gotta
look at
take them
Dado?
out. You gotta get the gun off the field. That's for sure. And if you can,
Dado-
if you're in that position, you can sub those tanks out, put the guys with the higher health up in front, which a lot of good teams are aware of and do. Then,
General did
that
a
can
really nice
eliminate-
job though in that Wheezy.
Well, Dado,
Yeah,
look, if you go
yeah,
down to Dado,
3,500.
he only did 860 damage, but he blocked 4K. 4310. That's pretty incredible. I mean, he finally died, but if he could have just thrown up some amazing number like Generalissimo did, wow. All right, so 1-1. All righty. Done with Scorpion Pass.
Real quick.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and open up the room and then switching off to South Coast. Yet again, welcome everybody. This one, last fight of the night, is being a good one. Some great trades going back and forth. NFTG going against Off. A lot of the people watching the stream were making their. I saw a lot of 3-0s NFTG and shutouts. That is not so far. They've definitely put in some interesting damage. You guys are awesome. Let's see here what we do. Last game.
I do want to say honestly that OFF, like the last map, it didn't look, it wasn't terrible. I just think that, like what Sniff was saying, there was still a lot of, like, NFTG kept their guns in the game, and with that flank that I pointed out, they saw that coming. But OFF is definitely showing that they have improved, I would say, dramatically since.
Dramatically, yeah. This is better than
since
I've ever seen them play. So.
Yeah, since the last time I've watched them play, so that is great because, like I said, a lot of familiar faces or names on that board right now. It's been the same guys for what, Sniff, 2 years now. These guys have been around. It's pretty remarkable, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's crazy to think now. I mean, we got super veterans. I mean, and maybe they don't have the super, one of the super clans tags. I mean, you don't have to be in a super group to be super. I mean, and that's what's a lot of popular. If you want to be called the popular people, some of them are not in the top, 20 in the top 20 ranking of everything. So I mean, it doesn't matter who you are or what lineage or whatever you are anymore in this community. And a guy with a win rate of 800 sometimes has just as much info to put into the game as the 4K unicums. So I mean, it all depends on, because some of them super unicums, they might not know squat. We'll bring up a case in point, the guys in purple, great players, super pubbies, but you throw them into a comp scenario, off would smoke them any day of the week. I mean, I don't know if I'm talking out the butt, but
no, I think you're right. I mean, it
77
takes
is so much different than a public match, for sure. It's like night and day, and the strategy and camaraderie with your clan. It just, I've had people beat other people, go, oh, we got those guys, they're no good, and in a public game, but yeah, if you were to play them 7v7, it would, it's a totally different scenario. I totally agree that is definitely agree.
I mean, look at the way Off is playing. I mean, playing NFTG pretty tough, and years ago, I hate to say it, but they were kind of a pushover team. But look at the way they're playing now, and it comes from practice. These guys have been staying competitive for a long time now, and the practice is paying off because they are a team to be reckoned with for sure.
Yeah, it's good to see. Absolutely, I totally agree.
This is another odd map. I mean, South Coast never played that in a tournament. This will be our second game ever on this map, so I'm curious to see what Stronk does here. Stronk is filling in for me as far as calling goes tonight. It's either Stronk or Mita that kind of share the responsibility when I'm not calling, but I'm kind of trying to force it upon these guys to not always, rely on me to be the caller. Like, I mean, these guys can do just fine without me. It's just I want to make sure that if it's not me, that it's somebody else that guys are familiar with, and kind of just pushing that familiarity as far as calling goes off to somebody else so that we have backups. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, as always. Here really fast, Sniff, if you want to go down the Off guys, and then Leech, if you want to roll down the NFTG guys, we'll get this first match underway.
All right, I'm going to start from the bottom. We got General and his Wheezy. The Bad Dad in his Conqueror, Old Ruger in his Conqueror, Dado Diff, I don't know, am I pronouncing that right? T10, Triumph Cowboy in an E50, Oxidative Stress in an E50, and I'm done with a M41.
And then we
Awesome.
got
Thank you so much.
NFTG rolling with the Bulldog. 3 T10s. Lots of mobility, lots of firepower there. Accompanied by 2 WZs. So really you've got 5 T10s out there, or 5 WZs, however you want to look at it. An E50. Love to see the E50 out there. Lots of speed, lots of pen. That's a pretty fast lineup there. Hopefully OFF can keep up to that. I mean, this map, like what Snip was saying, it's I think we played it a handful of times. Lots of different ways to get to where you want to be, but it's hard figuring out how you get there in the end, and trying to figure out where the other team is as well. Hopefully using that Bulldog will shed a little light on where the enemy team is. That's for sure. There's just so many
with it
avenues
being an
to go down.
encounter map, you kind of have to keep close to the flag, or else you're going to get quick capped on. You know. You
Yeah,
can't,
and
like,
it's
if
got
you
the
start at
building
the
there
south,
for protection.
you pretty much
absolutely.
cannot go. You cannot go 0 line and expect to win, because you're just going to get capped on. You can't even go 8 line and expect to win. You'll get capped on. So you're kind of in a bind on the south spawn. North spawn, not so much.
Well, and see,
So off
earlier
definitely
this
has the
evening-
advantage here with this side of the map first.
And see, earlier this evening, when SKB had the south spawn, I did like their tank lineups. They did come out with the conks. I mean, the E75s soak up a lot of damage. And when they went to the cap with everything, I thought it was, okay, awesome. Then they pushed their conks all the way up to the A line, which I thought was a huge mistake. They're slow, they're cumbersome. The better place is like right here. You see the pavilion that is literally, what is this? E3. They put the 2 A75s into the nooks. Why didn't they put their conks, which would be completely hull down, right there, and then sent out their light tanks to meet outwards, you know, to meet up? So, I mean, that was one thing I was wondering, but they've charged all the way around, flat ground, and their conks got absolutely obliterated.
Once Fawn spotted their conks, which is our second caller, so he's communicating with me quite a bit. He's really good at it. Once we knew their conks were way down the A line, we were able to move our 50s in. The only problem I don't like about putting all your tanks on the flag is that you're sitting on one square, and if you're a team that's comfortable with spreading out and using your mobility and getting multiple angles of fire, it's not necessarily a good thing if you're all bunched together. You can sort of just close your eyes and shoot and hit something. It's nice to try to feel confident enough to spread out and try to get multiple angles of fire. But that particular match, Hells, our focus fire, if you guys want to look at that focus fire was so on point.
It was really, really good. That
every time I called the tank out, every time I asked those guys to go to a position and call a tank out, it was gone.
I like what the guy NFTG does have. I mean, they are creating a cross-shot situation, trying to use the beach as much as they can.
Yeah,
Maydu getting an ammo rack there, but Hesh and Strunk melting Bad Dad away. I mean, that's the WZ and the T10 are no joke in the fire rate department. So that's a dangerous combo going against the one Conqueror. I see
and with that mobility
away.
and speed coming up around, like those tanks are fast enough to be able to come around that side and get those flank shots. They've got the speed for it.
No, this is working out
well.
Yeah, that was the perfect split. I was a little bit worried that NFTG had overcommitted a little bit with all their heavies, but they had a very nice split there, man. And now they just have everywhere. They have an overmatch right now.
Yeah, they're looking solid. I think NFTG got their heads rattled their first round, and now this is looking more like an NFTG-esque play right here. Focus fire's good, flanking's good, communication looks amazing. I don't know if I'm taking that fight, Sniff. Next Wednesday, I don't think we can do that.
Here we go. Oxidative stress getting completely double tapped here. We're going to go on forward with Dark Rogue. He's right there. Mito sneaks it around him, so all right. Now we're going to go on Triumph. See how this pans out. Ooh, big hit.
Look at that double
right
tap.
there.
That was a double tap, I think, wasn't it? 2 hits there, maybe.
Oh, missed. Shell went right into that foundation. It almost looked like a double tap. Well, no, maybe it wasn't. It was just one right into the dead center of that commander's hatch.
I think one
Here comes-
bounced. I thought I saw 2 rounds go there. I think one
Getting hit
bounced.
yet again in the same location, and here comes Stromp right around the corner. All right, game 3 going to NFTG. Great job, guys. The boys did really well. That was a pretty good laid out plan. Great game.
I really like that hook on the
response here.
bottom, using those fast tanks and getting all the way in a place that you would not expect. You know, was it 5 heavies to be sitting? They were getting shot from. What was that? They had like 4 fields of fire going. That was amazing.
Yeah, and it was just the damage spread was decent across the board. I mean, Dead Ants did get focused out against 4 tanks. That's a given. So, I mean, and then Nate was trying to run away too, but the heavies came through. I mean,
Nate did a nice job. 1276 in the Bulldog.
Yeah,
against,
in a Bulldog.
you know, against 2 E50s and what was it? A Bulldog.
Yeah, it was quite a bit here. I can look at it once more time. Log. So yeah, I mean, it's hard to go against. If you see a team of pretty much just running 5 T10s, that's pretty damn scary in its own right. You had 2 E50s and a Bulldog, both going chasing him down. And I can't be, and I'm done, and their Bulldog threw up 1190. So, I mean, they both were getting their jobs done in their light tanks. I want to say thank you to all the teams that did come out this evening. And also to all the people in the chat, my commentators. You guys have made this evening awesome. Next question. This is for $10. $10 cash going out to the winner on this one. Me and Leech. We're talking about a clan that everybody that came from is now spread out to all these other different clans. If you could tell me the name of the clan originally with Leech and Nerve and Beaver and there's a group of us. Me, you come up with that. The first one yep, Nuck. A lot of competitive guys came from this team. Put it right there in the chat, and you just won yourself $10 cash.
Ooh, I know that answer.
Yes,
Can I answer?
I'm pretty sure it was that TNG's practice squad.
Yes. I mean,
can anybody tell me what clan I came from originally?
War.
No. Before War. Well, they came about the same time.
Well, you had War, and then you also had, give me 2 seconds. Oh my God. It's on the tip of my tongue. It wasn't Goons. Oh, damn it, you're making me stop. I haven't changed over the score yet. Whoops.
I believe we were the very first clan.
I honestly don't know the answer to that.
Army Tanker and BR Tactics were original members as well.
Untouchables?
Yes, I know. Yeah, the Untouchables. Right. There it is. And then with a good friend, quite a few good friends. That was pretty. Dude, you're talking 3.5 years ago. I mean, that you guys formed in beta.
Pretty much, yeah. Before they even had clan tags, we were a clan.
me and Fawn to over here to Wagon, tell him to fire his caller the first game.
They're
Seriously,
doing the
yeah,
best.
if you get- Oh,
I'll
boy.
tell you what, Off had a nice setup there on that first game, man. They had set up side shots and everything else. That was pretty good.
Hey Sniff, listen, Fawn's a caller. We have him call. If he thinks he can do better than your caller, we'll be happy to trade him for a $15 Xbox card.
15.
You hear that, Fawn?
15
No.
bucks, Fawn.
Getting short change.
I want to talk to you guys after this match. I want to see if you guys. I want to see you guys have some influence in the world and everything else. And I want everybody to watch this really fast. After the match, I want to talk to you guys live on stream here. All right, so really fast, Cutter, if you can roll down Off, and then Dexter, you're in here, right?
Yep.
Dexter, if you roll down the NFTG there, Mr. Mike.
All right, off coming out with a Borsig, an RU-251, a pair of E50s, a T10, and a pair of Conquerors.
On NFTG side over here, we have a Bulldog, Object 430 Mark II, triplet E50s, and a pair of Batchat APs.
Interesting lineup from Off, pulling out a Borsig. I mean, you're either going to strike it rich, or you're going to epically fail. Let's see what happens. You know what my debate is right now? Do I, in the middle of the stream, go get something to drink, or just drink this nice, shiny, unopened 16-ounce thing of Red Bull?
Oh, Lord.
I think
we already know that answer.
We just hit
All right,
40 viewers right now. 40 viewers.
All right. Yep, another
I'm
40
curious
viewers.
to see
I
if
just gave
this
away my last
Borsig
$10 card.
is going to end up around the H4 area.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's a good question. Pair of conks. I wonder if they're gonna. I don't know. Let's see if they use their conks for, like I was thinking, and then put the T10 in the nook, like oxidative stress and Duckman go into those nooks. Side scraping, conks backing them up. Borsig off to the right, sniping down on them. Interesting. Where NFTG is literally going down the 8 and 0 line, balls out. And I'm done is not going to really get a quick. Oh, maybe he might get a spot.
Oh, he pulled up
Mr.
short.
Strood, here we
He's
go.
got to get those lit. NFTG
Yeah.
will have a massive overmatch on those mediums in that TD, if not.
Yeah, they need to get on the base now. This.
Now, Hells, should we make the contest not the tag itself, but what the tag actually meant, like the full name of the former clan? Because a lot of these guys are answering it, but fortunately my my tag on Twitch has that tag in it. So should the question be, what did the tag mean?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I'll give away. I hear about this. Ian, you got it. You got the win. I'm going to give out my very last code.
Looks like NFTG
okay.
caught Off a little flat-footed here. They're going to get wiped
Yes, they're going to get wiped here. This is what I was worried about.
unless they can get a quick cap somehow, real
Yeah.
quick.
Yep, they're
turbo
going to
cap
have to
has
get
to
a
come
quick
in.
cap.
Just got to stall them
All
out
three
here as
tanks
long as
on.
they can.
30
Borsig
seconds.
down.
Wow, man. They caps come so quick. I don't know
Yes,
if
they do.
He's going to get back in time.
Now that they can
26
just
seconds.
position. Oh, oxidative stress. Wow.
I got to tell these
23
guys,
seconds.
I got to tell these guys not to, lose sight of the cap. Sometimes, the guys get so eager to focus fire, and then they end up, losing to cap pressure.
It looks like they're gonna
Pressure
put it
out
in
there,
here.
so.
So So it
Got
shows
men
there's
spinning.
time.
Yeah.
Old,
Crest just
Old
got on the
Ruger
cap
back-
just to hold it there, so it's not going
yep,
down
this
anymore.
is game over. They're going to take it right here. Let's see how, get the cross shots going. Who's going to go wide? Dark Road's just going to go in. That would be smart. Get that cannon turned of Old Ruger. Or Rugged, sorry. But, hey, nice try off. You almost did it. They almost, if they were a little bit faster, say 30 seconds, this would have been game over. They would have been stuck. So, all right, GG's. NFTG winning this out 3-1. Someone did actually put that into the, who said it? Aerator coming out dead on. Nice going Aerator. 3-1 calls it. Nice stretch there. Damage spread across NFTG. Great job, guys. And over here on off, you almost pulled the quick cap. Nice try, guys. You guys put up a hell of a fight. I give off huge credit on this one.
They played well tonight.
This is gonna, and a lot of this reflecting, getting a big win, at least one of the wins on NFTG, that actually does help the boost. It's all, so with these, like off in the silver division teams, the losses don't count for, don't really count on your pending because they're fighting a gold division team. But now getting a win against a gold level division team makes a huge difference in the numbers. That makes sense?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I think they should move up. I don't know where off is right now on the ladder scale, but I'll tell you what, off's got some good players in them E50s. Oxidative Stress and Triumph Cowboy played really nice tonight.
Yeah, they looked good, man. That's
They
I'm
did.
telling you,
They looked really good.
They looked
I
solid
was
tonight.
impressed.
That's for sure. Very
Okay,
happy
your
to see
off
that.
is on the move. Let's see here. Last week they were ranked 40th. This week 35th.
That's way too low.
So, and they're moving up quickly. I mean, they're on the heels of R1, R3, and then 36 Panzer. So they're moving up very quickly. GG's, great job to all of them. All right, so we did get the ETC. So I will give out another $10 to the viewer that tells me what ETC stood for. Leech is not included.
Ooh, ETC.
If anybody can remember that, you deserve a $10 code. Hell,
All right,
I'm
I'm going to get with my
tank
clan
code.
here, guys, but thanks for letting me be a part of your broadcast.
Oh, anytime, Sniff, anytime. Thank you so very much for coming in.
And thank you for what you do.
You guys put on a hell of a show. It makes it easy. It's like a Staples button. Boop.
Anytime.
Have a good night, Sniff.
Good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Good night, man.
All right, so we'll see about that. And then I wanted to talk to you guys. What would you guys think? This is a huge undertaking that I'm talking here, and this is going to be live on stream so everybody else can comment on it. What would you guys think of registered players, registered teams, and your placements? You can't clan hop. You would be a registered team, kind of something like, unless you're traded, where teams would, the team captains would have their own channel to coincide, but a full-on league.
All right, well, here, I want to add to that. Now, I'm not going to etch this in stone, but I like where you're going with this. Since there has been strong activity from a lot of clans as of late, with the two tournaments happening at once right now, lots of people seem like they just want to play. I was, and guys in DP were asking, considering to maybe bring out the NWL again and try to
And
expand
that's what I was
it.
wondering about.
Try to expand it to more teams, of course, with help with streaming and lots of support from the community leaders. I think we could possibly pull that off. I do like where you're going with that. Now, I'm not going to commit to that 100% because there's a lot going on with DP right now, but it was something that I did before that I enjoyed doing. You can vouch, we had 0 issues in that league. Small league, it was just before WCL1, I believe.
Yeah.
So that was a little while ago, but it was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed doing it, and we had a lot of great teams in it at the time. But now with you streaming, your followers, the teams that are joining every night participating, I think there's a far more larger roster that we could put together. So I'm definitely down for talks. I think that would be great. I mean, really incorporating Wednesday Night Fight into its own league, I think is the next step in the right direction.
And here's the reason why I'm bringing this out is I have sponsors that are interested in sponsoring this league idea I have.
Okay.
And they're willing to throw down, and there'll be merchandise for people, and then I would love to get Wargaming involved in this, which we are working with right now, to try to get you guys, so it'd be in-game silver, then cash prizes and merchandising for the top teams, in the league. Now
the in-game silver is
yes,
pretty important. I mean, with the clan wars going on, I mean, our team alone, we did how many games in 5 days? Now this other event, it's quite taxing, that's for sure. If Wargaming could step in on the silver compensation, because it does take a lot to win, that would be key. And then with your sponsorship, I mean, I like where this is going, House. I think the rest of the viewers and the teams that pay attention to this broadcast will be excited to hear about that. I'm definitely willing to talk further about this. That's for sure.
Awesome. And I want to talk to all the heads of all the clans. I mean, and literally what this would be. I mean, and this is, I'm gonna put it down to the basics. What kind of it's gonna be is well, I'm gonna do it like this. So if you know American football, I'm not talking soccer, football. So each team has, well, it's a set roster. Those people are, they have so many weeks before preseason to cut people and make the team. Here's the thing,
right.
is oh shit, Ian really came out with that? Oh man, Ian. Killing me, all right. Oh man. And then Bohemian Fawn coming in next. I think there was a leak. All right, Ian, I'll take care of you. You get 2 codes this evening. Hit me up, give me some time, and I'll get you some codes sent out to you as possible. Well, actually,
they're almost cheating. They're almost cheating. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Ian and Fawn are DP members. Like, Ian, man, you're a bad kid.
Well, we do have the rule in effect that only one person can win per one. So I'm gonna do it like this. Ian, you get your code. Fawn, you get the other.
Yeah, Fawn's been all over the stream tonight. That's for sure.
So Fawn, congratulations. You get the other.
Good job, Fawn.
Get the other code. Congratulations.
You're still getting benched, Fawn. Cut my orange slices, please, Fawn. You're on the bench.
Let's see here, but yeah.
Peel these potatoes.
So, and that's why I wanted to talk to you guys about a league. That means you would be registered. You would actually, it would have to be, teams would have to get a team secretary or a comptroller, whatever you want to call it. And just, it'd be record keepings. And to build up databases. I mean, of course we have the Win 8, but I want to talk to JP Negri and see what else we can build. I want to build more. I mean, I love WCL. They put on a hell of a show. That's only 3 months out of the year. Are we going to live the game by every every 6 months waiting
if they
for
would have
something
done
else?
that
Like,
right, they could have done 3, to even 4. I think a lot of people were disappointed with how long some of those games were. I mean, I wasn't participating in it, but I heard from people that there were, 8 games, and then you were also having to play on, like, maybe play on the UK server, instead of just playing Central, which was kind of, I mean, I heard a lot of bad stuff about it. It was like 8 games or something, best out of 8 or something. Or was it best out of 9?
Like, it was a long series, a long season. The only thing, like you just mentioned, that I thought kind of played a factor in teams winning and losing was the servers. Those WCL guys, they got that down pretty solid. Like they've been doing it since WCT1. They did the 3 tournaments, 2 seasons of WCL. They're probably the best in the community when it comes to putting things together. They do very well. The only issue I had, and you mentioned it, was the server. That would
be kind of messed up, because I mean I live on an island in California and I don't get the best internet anyway, so New York is kind of pushing it for me. If I was to have to play, I'd probably have to go to my dad's house or something. Seriously,
right?
Like, yeah, Dad, you got room for me and my wife and my son for a day?
I always thought they could segregate the servers, keep the East and West together, and have the UK division or conference. I always thought they could do that. I always thought there was enough teams in the EU to pull that off. There might not be as many, but still, I thought they always could have done that. But that's here nor there. I mean, WCL's on pause mode right now. They're just waiting. Yeah. I like where Hells is going with this. I do think, Hells, you'll probably get a very strong response from the team leaders. I think you'll get a lot of thumbs up. You guys, this stream itself has improved dramatically. We see teams improving dramatically because of your stream. I think it's just the evolution of Wednesday Night Fights is to have its own league, and I know that myself and other guys in the community that have experience with it would be more than happy to lend a hand, and especially have their teams signed up and ready to get involved for a quality season.
Speaking of was it Wednesday Night Fights? I've actually heard from some lower, like either just starting out or maybe have some experience, and that's all they want to do is this. They don't even care about the WCL. They just want to do this because it's a lot of stuff to get people to show up, on Saturdays on those specific times. Now, of course, you could change it. You could reschedule. But yeah, I heard a lot of guys, newer clans or even clans that are been around for a year or so, that they'd rather do this. Or they'd rather do Wednesday Night Fights or even Monday night or Friday night. They'd rather do that than actually do in a tournament, because most of their guys are work weird hours, and it opens up, like they don't mind spending the silver to play, and that shows like there's a whole different side of the community. I definitely think having that league, that would be really cool to prevent, I'd say people from just leaving, and ditching a clan in the middle of a tournament. That I've seen that. That just what you guys are talking about sounds really like a really good positive thing for, for the future, for sure.
I definitely agree. Like there's a lot of teams out there. There's so many more teams out there now because of the streams, the broadcasts, the exposure that competition play is getting, there is so many more teams. Not all of them are as competitive as the next. I know when it comes down to being involved in a tournament that you can't set the schedule, you can't set your matches up. You know, you got to start at 2 o'clock on a Saturday. You know, be there or be square. That's where you get the difference between teams that are extremely committed and dedicated to playing competitively, and then there's other teams that just want to form their squad for that particular night of the week, jump on a Wednesday night fight stream and have some fun. There is a difference in the community, I've noticed for sure, and that is the difference between some of the more competitive, higher ranked teams. Usually those teams are extremely committed to sticking with time schedules, getting their reps in weekly, the amount of scrims that they participate in and whatnot. That is the difference maker when it comes to being able to participate in events. But I do think there's more than enough hells that you could find to fill up a quality league.
Well, and that's the thing. Oh, for all the viewers here, it should be popping up here. While we're having this short little meeting, I do have Xbox chat up, so you can see all the people that are chatting in here, and everybody. If you want to join in on this, if these guys want to keep discussing just for a little bit longer, I have no problem. If you want to come join us, tell me. We'll get you in here. Your thoughts. If you run one of the bigger clans, or one of the good, it doesn't matter. Good, bad. You're a clan member. You're a clan leader. We want your information. Let's see here. J-Man, so here really fast. J-Man comes out. That would make a team really stacked and unbeatable, so I'm 50-50 on your trading idea. Now here would be the thing. The divisions would still be ranked in the league. So essentially you'd be thinking of baseball. So you're gonna have the AA, AAA teams, minor leagues, and then you would have the major leagues. So you would have the player basis and the experience would still be separated. But so at the end of the year, essentially because all the data is the same for both gold, silver, and bronze, all this data gets inputted. I would have to bring on a lot of staff. But to make it absolutely 100% quality specific. If again, I don't want to exclude the EU teams. Maybe we'll have this one and an EU team. And then maybe Wednesday Night Fights will try to put together streamers for the EU, and then have the championships like this. So you'd have the championship for the bronze level divisions. You would have those guys, the winner of that gets to move up, of course, to the silver division teams in the certain placements. Winner of the silver team divisions are given an invite to get a tryout for the gold division team. So they're not that team is not facing the #1 team in the world at this moment in time is 7F. You wouldn't face them. You would face, let me pull it up and you'll see it right here on my screen as right now. So they would face B and the team of B and log 8. So I mean, and then of course each division would get their prizings. Of course, bronze division the bronze division ain't gonna get the super stuff, but they would still get good payment. Because I do see the foreseeable future of this game. As far as it's seen right now, if Wargaming would step up and let us get the tournament rooms open, let us be able to make silver on these or nullify it, so be able to run, have no charge. And if you do damage, I guess you could nullify the charge, something that would reimburse for using all of the med kits, repairs, food, stuff like that. The debate is everybody's like, no, we would hate this because no one would ever play pub matches. At this moment in time, so what? That's their choice. If you don't want to play another pub match in your life because you ground out all the tanks, that choice is there for you. But if you
Oh,
want
and
to
on the other hand too, they could limit the amount of times you can host an event with 0 silver consumption or consumables or whatnot. Like, I mean, I could understand them saying that we can't have it available all the time, but to have an option there where you can set up a quality size league with quality teams and different levels of play, to have that available from time to time wouldn't hurt their pockets. I understand when they want people to play pubs, don't get me wrong, but like I mentioned earlier, and where you're going with this now, I mean, these events can be taxing. Like, copious amounts of silver has been spent for us in the last week, and that's just 1 week alone. I mean, millions and millions and millions of silver credits, and a lot of guys can't afford to do that. Not everyone's got premium. You know, not everyone can play 24 hours a day. So I do agree for sure that they could just a little more kickback, or at least
Well,
the
I thought to
compensation was
myself,
great, but
there's no way they're going to be able to do the 30v30 without nerfing some of the graphics. Now, of course, the X1X is coming, right, which could, you know, change things, but that's way in the future. But, you know, they could actually introduce like these, I mean, these ranked battles. I thought it was going to lead to maybe being able to play professional game modes, you know, where you could actually still earn silver, just not as much. So you probably wouldn't want to play it all day, but if you wanted to get some practice in with some guys, you could go in and jump in and play 754, 761, you know, it just vice versa. I always thought that would be awesome, you know, it would be pretty cool, but I was waiting for something, you know, strongholds, anything, you know, win some gold, whatever, but I definitely think that you're right. I mean, the ammunition should be either like a quarter of what it is. Repair kits should be used, or maybe they should do some sort of a, I don't know, membership fee, you know, that people could pay, you know, that way they're not losing as much. I mean, or something.
hey, that does sound like Wargaming mentality or thinking there, where you add it to a premium account where you can get less tax on your silver when playing in training rooms. I can see them bringing that out. It's probably spot on.
Yeah, I'd say that's about as close as they're gonna come. You know,
Yeah.
about as close as they're gonna come. But
Hey, listen, guys, I've got to take off. I've got to work in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much for having me tonight, and thank you once again for streaming our matches. We're ready to go every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. Hopefully, we're going to try to keep that. One of our tournament matches, hopefully, will be a part of your stream. We'd like to keep those going. So thanks again, Hells. I do appreciate it.
Anytime.
Dexter,
Yeah.
Michael, thank you.
nice to meet you, man.
It was a pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leach, great job on your win tonight. Thank you for coming out, sir.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
You
Have a
too.
good one too. Well, I guess we'll just finish this up. I mean, I have a lot of people hitting me up over on the YouTube world. People are now getting super pumped, trying to figure out how to get over, and that's what we want. All these people to definitely bring in new blood, and that's going to be the name of the tournament coming out. It's going to be New Blood. So Robert Clark, if you're interested, it's easier for me to contact me either here, send me a private message on Twitch, on Discord. Discord's the easiest. That is kind of like the widespread use for comp tanks. That's where we talk. We have meetings with Wargaming. We have meetings with all the different sponsors. They know that Discord is the channel to go to. Speaking of which, Michael, this has made it all these other people coming in from YouTube and helping us even more. We hit the 40 mark. We almost hit the 50 mark. I got to get, if all the people that are still watching, if you got codes tonight, please hit me on Discord. That way I have direct contact. I will take a picture of the codes, of the card sitting right in front of me. Take a picture of it, and I'll send it to you. And also the codes for tanks. All you guys will have new codes coming at you. If you have previous codes that did not work, and they did not, Wargaming did not get you taken care of for your codes, let me know. I'll hook you up. Figure out to get in contact with Wargaming directly and get you a code from them to you. Bam. Because that's the way I run things. Michael, did you have any closing thoughts about tonight?
You know, actually, I was thinking, like, reflecting upon some of the really crazy strategy from the guys that played tonight. Seriously, NFTG sneaking through the beach and getting in that corner. That was some pretty good stuff, man. I mean, like, that's etched in my mind. I was like, that was pretty amazing. Oh, yeah. And then I did want to mention to you that I'm going to have to add in a delay to my live stream because it is only about 3 seconds off. And I just realized it while we were playing. But it says I don't really have too many people, but I'm seriously only like 3 seconds from, like, I just got sent a message and I counted and I'm about 12 seconds off. And I don't actually know why my connection's so good tonight. But I'm going to have to add on like a delay for sure next time. Just in case somebody...
I run a 5-minute delay.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that.
Delay, and so the games will well be over or at the very, very end where it's chaotic. So that definitely works on that end. So yeah, I love having you here. If you want to accommodate some more and you have the free time, there, Michael, you're more than welcome. I'll get you up on the Discord with that guest commentator position if you want it.
Sure. I don't know if I can make it all the time, but yeah, I definitely I can come in. You know, yeah, that would be fun. Yeah,
Amazing.
Definitely sounds cool.
All right, Magic Mike, do you have anything for tonight? Any closing thoughts?
Well, just besides this last game, I really didn't get to watch too many, but I got to listen in while I was doing some work.
Well, there you go. At least
so
that podcast coming soon, and then iHeartRadio, WNF iHeartRadio, which I'm in the works for, would be on par. So the schedule coming out for this week, I just want to finish it out here. So remember, we do have a stream tomorrow, Throwback Thursday. That will be coming straight at you. So catch us off on that night, starting 8 p.m. Eastern, and then we're going to be streaming all the way through the evening. We got teams like UM5, SBA. So here, I'll just do it really fast. At 8 o'clock, Eye for an Eye versus SKB. At 9, SBA versus UM5. And then NFTG again versus BK. That's going to be a interesting role. That is for the conquest of North America. So thank you there, Dexter, or everybody knows, Magic Mike. You guys were amazing. Thanks to all the teams that were playing. Thanks to everybody here. Start closing. There we go. I do want to say to everybody that thank you this evening for all the great views, the comments, the talking to everybody. Everybody's been so great. More, you know, if we talk as a community, the more we'll grow, as we already have already. So tune in every week right here on Wednesday Night Fights. You know the place, you know the time, you know the people. Love and respect, be kind to your friend and your others. And remember to keep that 45 loaded and by your side. There's a lot of crazy people out there. Love you all. And everybody here from Wednesday Night Fights to you all. Have a great evening. Peace.
Nice, man. Good stream. I am still streaming. I'm gonna have to change it and jump into my own party real quick to close out my my live stream real quick. And I'll add that in on the next time I come on. All right, Hills. I will catch you next time, man.
See you, Michael.
Yep. So, call you Magic Mike?
Dexter or Magic Mike. Hellcat just came up with Magic Mike out of the blue one day and it stuck, so pick your poison.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go close out my live stream. I still got people watching this, so. Alright, well, if you can let Hells know, I'll catch him around. Alright. Have a good one, man.
You too.
Alrighty, so that was a good stream. That was my first co-host on Wednesday Night Fights. And of course, you know, coming in support, as you heard, you know, Hell saying, you know, could lead to a league that could potentially be supported. In other words, even could bring in new game modes. I mean, who knows? You know, depending on how big things become and how popular they are, it could definitely have a huge impact in the future. But anyway, I have been streaming for hours now, so I'm going to go ahead and end this here. And I just want to go ahead and give a big shout out to everybody for coming out. You know, Digital, Luke. I'm just reading the very last couple people that went out here. We got, is it Mikhail Richard? I think that's your name. We got a new person I've never seen before. Is it Bob? Bobby Rule? 843. I might be butchering your name. If I am, sorry about that. Thanks for coming out. I did get your friend request. And of course, Digital. See, is there anything else here? Anything I missed in the stream? Not much. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and if you did, you know, don't forget to hit that like button, and of course, you know, comment on this video. And if you would like to see more, please subscribe to my channel, and of course, go and support Wednesday Night Fight. I did leave a link. It is kind of up the chain there, but anyway, all right. Have a good one, you guys.